Hi! Welcome to another
how do I
night
play?
of the Forsaken. Things are just wild here. Happy anniversary, everyone. It's been a full year since,
The crown's out of celebratory.
since y'all completely, completely,
Nice.
Won the game. Am I my party shirt?
No. It's been a full year since y'all completely made me tear apart my notes for the first session.
No, that's next week.
Because
May we never forget.
You know, y'all didn't. Yep.
It was session 2 where everything went off the rails. Session 1, we were like, okay,
we had dinner.
We're like, this is so cool.
Right.
Shit.
Right. That's exactly how it was, y'all. Absolutely. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, chat. Welcome, players. We'll be doing a dice giveaway around break time, either before or after. Probably before. I'll go ahead and get it out. And then that will just be, I'll have y'all like type something in chat that I tell you at the time, and whoever, I'll take those, put them in a randomizer, and we'll go from there. So yeah, welcome. Let's start off with what we always start off with, a recap from last week. Aqua took our adventurers deep within the mountain to Lysadir's Temple of Elistre to meet sword dancer Javaka. Zephyr immediately presenting the swords he'd picked up from the Fenton mansion for clarification. Taking the group to a hidden kiln in the back of the temple, Javaka inspected them, informing Zephyr which swords seemed possibly okay and which ones he shouldn't use. The group discussed the circumstance of the swords and how they came to be, along with inquiring with Javaka how to best dispose of them. She informed them that they are very powerful and that destruction could be possible, destruction of them, but to possibly consider at least hearing out the spirits that lie trapped within them. Upon further questioning, she admits to not knowing Colm Crinthor personally, but that John and Larek, the human and half-orc that had been staying in the village recently, had mentioned being on their way to find him as well. She takes the group out to find them, but just before she does that, Pyxrin notices a ring that looks extremely familiar to her, possibly one belonging to her ex-fiancé Varys. She asks if she could have it, Javaka agreeing, saying that the ring had been sold to a vendor in town when the drow had passed through here just days ago. And upon reaching the market, Javaka points out the vendor to the tiefling, in case she had any further questions. While the group chat with John and Larek for the first time since seeing them in Trindalag, Pyxrin interrogates the vendor, finding out that Varys had left to move south and into the mountains just a little under 24 hours ago. After Pyxrin quickly informs the group, they set out with John and Larek in tow towards their original goal of finding Colm, hopefully in time to rectify whatever Varys could be up to, if that's where he's going. On the way there, they camp, Zephyr presenting his longsword to John to investigate, resulting in a strange ritual and 3 spirits popping out of the sword in the shifting campfire light. And that's where we begin tonight's session of The Forsaken. Chat, you just let me know if the music is too loud and imposing, and I will turn it down. But otherwise, so where we left off last week, John had crushed up the chalk that he had taken out of a wooden box, out of his bag, and he crushed it up and put it in this circle, and then began chanting something outside, which I believe Larek. Now Stephanie, you're gonna have to find those notes. Larek told you what he was saying. Can you find that, Stephanie? Can you find it? So many notes. Let's see here. Oh yeah, sacrifices made, lives lost, a fire reborn is what John had been chanting over this ritualistic circle where the sword had laid in the center. As he was chanting this, and the chant kept growing louder and louder and louder, and a lot of you could feel like this breeze kind of move amongst you, that you hadn't felt just moments before. You also began to feel maybe hear distant whispering that felt a little bit different than like the more in your mind whispering you had heard in other areas. And almost within just a blink, these three spirits suddenly rise from the longsword on the ground within the circle. And you can make out very faint characteristics of them. One of them looks female, possibly. The other two are a bit larger and could possibly be male. The three of them are in robes of sorts, very loose clothing. And their form just seems to kind of shift and wave with the air, as you would imagine a spirit's would. You can see a little bit through them, but there is this kind of ethereal quality to them, of course. Zephyr, you would notice a little bit of a sparkle to them. It's kind of hard to make out with their form, but
it's a sparkle.
You can see it there. So these three forms are kind of just kind of floating in the air above this ritualistic circle. John has stopped his chants. He did as soon as the spirits popped out. Larek is just kind of standing back with the rest of you in awe. John had asked all of you to kind of step away, so I would say most of you, unless you're wanting to stand farther away from the circle, are standing at least 10 feet away, probably, maybe 15. That would have been like the berth that he would have asked you to give.
How are our keys feeling?
Oh, the keys are definitely warm. Definitely getting hot. They're not scalding yet. Maybe if you step closer, but at 15 feet away, you can definitely tell that as soon as the spirits popped out, you had felt a little bit of a slight warmness before. It definitely got hotter as soon as the spirits came out of the sword. The three are that just kind of floating there for a moment, kind of, and you can almost make out the three of them kind of looking around as if trying to take in what is happening. Two of them immediately began to try to move away from the circle, almost simultaneously, as if both realizing at the same time, we're out. And so they move against the circle, but you can tell that as soon as they reach the edge of that circle, something of a barrier stops them, it seems. And you can almost see, like, Zephyr, you especially can see, like, this kind of, like, almost puff of sparkles as they interact with that barrier.
It's a sparkle.
John kind of... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
Dem Glemt? Home? Zephyr's the name.
John kind of steps back a couple of steps and just kind of looks to the lot of you, and then kind of his eyes kind of focusing on you, Zephyr, for a moment, and then looking back at the spirits. As he looks at you, Zephyr, you can definitely tell that he probably, he definitely looks surprised that this worked. As you say, dim glimped home, and say Zephyr, the middle spirit, which is the one that is a little bit smaller, has longer hair, kind of in a loose bun, looks female presenting at least, looks towards you, Zephyr. You're the one that's been talking with us. And their voices are a little, definitely more kind of hollow than how I sound. So imagine them that way.
So imagined.
I'm Roko. So,
Roko?
yeah.
Just making sure I heard it right.
Yeah, Roko.
Roko, pleasure.
Yes, Dimglimt is home. And she'll kind of look from you and look around at the group and look over to John, probably knowing that he was the one that called them here. And you'll see her kind of reach out towards the edge of the circle. She had been the one that did not try to immediately fly away, and kind of touch the barrier, and you can see that kind of small puff of sparkles, Zephyr. The rest of you see almost like the whole atmosphere around them seems very, almost like atmosphere in high humidity, very wavy, and with a little bit of almost a fog look to it. What? And the other two, the largest of the spirits, you would say if they were human and standing on the ground, that they would maybe be about close to 7 foot, maybe 6 and 6'8", 6'9", 10. Male presenting and dressed in robes, but the robes look very tattered. This one stands with his arms crossed and after trying to escape and failing the circle, just kind of stands there with his arms crossed and looks down at the ground. The third spirit, say to the far right of the three, looks a bit panicked and maybe a bit angry, and a little bit more jittery. This is a longsword, Joe. The rest of them are back at if you don't remember, they're back at the village. They're back at Lisa Deer at the kiln. John looks to the lot of you. Is there anything that... This is the time. Is there anything you want to ask? Looks at you, Zephyr.
Meet outside!
Oh, like, are you gesturing to the outside around
yeah,
you?
Just, and
they all kind of look around a bit
confusedly.
Okay. How close are you going, Zephyr?
5 feet.
Okay. All right.
We should talk.
Quinn immediately, the largest male, immediately looks over to you. And that's the one that had been standing with his arms crossed looking down, and looks at you with these, even in this Timperial form, his eye, you can tell that his gaze is directed. You're the one that's been using the sword.
Quite the looker.
And I will say, Zephyr, this voice and the female's voice sound familiar, so you have heard them before. The spirit that's speaking to you currently takes a step towards you, just at the edge of the circle, still looking at you directly. You know, we can tell you all that you want to know if you just let us go. John...
Easily manipulated?
John kind of... almost not chuckles, kind of. It's like, there is no letting go, friend. You're in a sword. I mean, other than maybe destroying the sword, but not sure what will happen to you then. But please speak to, and the ghost, the spirit that you're looking at, Zephyr, kind of looks over at John, and you see this kind of very pointed expression on his face in his direction before he looks back at you. Yes, well, with my help, you wouldn't have to be so easily manipulated. And that, he actually says, into your mind, Zephyr. So the rest of you just see the spirit staring intently at Zephyr at this point. You heard what he said before.
Zephyr's going to shift his attention to the jittery guy. Who are you?
You look over at the third spirit, male presenting, in robes as well, a little more put together than the other two. Just kind of looking around, and he looks at you, and you can tell that he looks a little bit agitated or angry. Kendrick. And he'll try at the circle's edge again to try and get out, and you see that kind of puff, and he hits the circle's edge. Why are we trapped here? And kind of looks over at John and back at you, Zephyr.
Things are a little weird here.
I don't like this. What have you called us here to do?
We should talk.
As this is going on, does anyone else want to do anything?
Is Zephyr the only one who can speak to the spirits?
No, you've been hearing everything. The only thing you did not hear is what the larger spirit said to Zephyr about you don't have to be manipulated. That's the only thing you didn't hear. Everything else you've heard up until this point.
I would say every time they make a show at try to get out.
Yeah.
Jurble would kind of slowly be stepping kind of further back, kind of out of the campfire light, and just slowly just getting his bow in hand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
How is Mags reacting to seeing these spirits?
Mags is very attentive at your feet, Wren. Staring at them, but not really in any specific way that would seem alarming to you or weird.
How'd you guys die?
Joe, you're muted. I think you were trying to say something. Are you just asking that to all of them, Wren?
Yeah, just in general.
The larger ghost, the larger spirit kind of gives you a look and then looks back at Zephyr, kind of keeping his eyes on him, occasionally glancing over at John and then back at Zephyr. The smaller spirit in the center, the more female presenting one, Roko, turns to you and we don't really know. We were called and we were trapped.
You were called and tracked, but you don't.
Trapped.
Then you just
trapped.
Trapped. Oh, trapped. Got it.
We went through a portal, and the next thing we know, we're here. Came from Dim Glimpse.
Have you always been spirits?
No.
Okay, so what happened that made you turn into a spirit?
Oh,
Not what you into the sword. Not that. What caused you to die and become a spirit?
Rocco kind of looks at the other two and then looks at you. I was in the mage wars of the past, and unfortunately lost my life trying to help other mages. I have a family that... Where are we? This isn't Dim Glimp that I can tell.
Isidore.
I don't know that place.
Osbergen?
Oh, wait. Maybe that was... Lisa? Is that where the Mage Wars happened, right? Okay. It used to be known as Lisa.
Hold on, just write some down. I think Tegan will just approach just not too close, but just enough to ask you, or talk to the spirits. We should explain. My friend here, I'll point to Zephyr, picked up the sword out of curiosity because he is from Demglymph, and he noticed an insignia on it, and not knowing
Glint home.
not knowing what that entailed. We didn't trap you in the swords. We just found them.
Anyone looking at the spirits, make a perception check for me, please.
I certainly would be looking.
Oh,
No!
I need to be using my real dice.
That 20, 25.
Ooh.
23.
7.
I think
Jurble's too spooked by ghosts.
I think
He's not
19.
noticing.
Okay.
Yes, 19.
What did you roll, Pyxrin? She didn't call you Pixie.
Pixie's the name. 7. It like went
Okay.
on the 20 and then it like rolled over at the last second. I was like, yeah.
All right, so Wren, Zephyr, and Teagan, you would have noticed that as Rocco was talking just a moment ago, that the far right spirit, the one that had been very angry and trying to escape a few times, he has mostly stopped trying to hit against, realizing he can't escape, it seems. But it's just kind of like listening to Rocco tell her story and almost chuckle, and this grin just kind of forms on his face.
At Rocco's story.
Yes. So, Teagan, you were telling Rocco, or you were telling the spirits that you didn't trap them in the sword, correct?
Correct.
Zephyr, this spirit that was speaking to you directly into your mind earlier hasn't hardly taken his eyes off of you, and then speaks into your mind again. And actually, I'm going to send you a message about that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Secrets.
Rocco will kind of nod at what you said, Teagan. I don't know how, or how or why that we got stuck here.
I'm gonna roll an insight check. As they're
Yeah,
talking.
can Jurble
Sure.
do an insight check?
Sure.
Sure, what? I'm asking the question.
You're rolling it on
Okay.
Roko, the spirit that answered, correct? The female?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
These are real dice.
24.
Real die. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, 24 also.
Okay.
17 plus 5, 22.
Wow.
Yeah, 17.
Okay. All right. I would say
Hey,
that
still good. Still good.
all of you would be able to tell that Roko seems to be telling the truth and seems to be being honest. She seems just very bewildered and sad and confused, definitely.
Does the other ghost that grinned earlier, still seem to be like kind of having a
Shit-eating grin. Yes.
yeah, okay.
Something
Why do you find
smells.
it so funny, sir?
Because she's
Hendrik.
stupid.
Well, that's not very
Uh,
nice.
Roko will look a bit dejected for a moment and just kind of hang her head.
Hey, you don't feel bad, girl. He's dead.
So is
Can't
she.
affect anything. Oh, I know. He ended up in the same place as you are. So if he thinks he's as smart as you are, if he thinks he's smart and you're stupid, you're in the same space he is, okay?
Only an idiot wouldn't be able to figure out what we're doing here. What, were you thinking about your family? Your kids? Talking to Roko. You're not the one that's been stuck in this sword with her.
And
Any more clarification?
you think you have all the answers, big shot? I think we have a little bit of time.
Why would I spill these things to you?
You're a bit too cocky for your own good.
Because you're trapped in a sword?
Probably why you died.
I died defending what I believe in.
Doesn't sound like you succeeded then. so.
Statistics show that most of y'all won't have the chance to do the same.
You mean die? That's okay.
Die
you a
actually
teacher?
fighting for something. I was. Actually. Good
Wait,
eye.
what was Pyxrin's question?
If he was a teacher.
Oh, okay, thank you.
This is Kendrick talking, right?
Yeah, it's the far
Hendrik.
right, not the large imposing male presenting one, but the other one that was angry earlier.
Where'd you teach at?
What continent are we on?
Osbergen.
Fairweather.
How long ago did you live?
Oh, I
I
died
mean, I guess if Ghost knows time frame.
about 60. It's hard to keep track, I guess. But from what I've understood of what I can hear through the sword, which hasn't been much, being stuck in a room in a basement for several years, and a weapon that isn't used, maybe about 50 or 60 years, I don't know. Maybe longer.
Can I roll a history check on the Mage Wars and what Ranerius might know about that?
Sure.
22.
Alrighty.
Does the time frame of 60 years line up with what I know about the Mage Wars?
No, that was a lot the Mage Wars, you would Mage Wars started. I mean, it lasted close to. I mean, it lasted several years. The beginnings of it, because you would have learned this in probably history classes at Fairweather. You had stuff that started to begin around 200 years ago from this time that you are in currently. And the wars didn't really start until about mid-century, so about 150 years ago is when things started things started, I guess, and then started ramping up about 125 years ago. That's when it was at its peak, and then started dying down around 100 years ago when most of the mages kind of almost seemed to leave, or at least a good portion of them either leave or go into hiding.
Got it. Ranerius will chime in.
You say you perished in the Mage Wars, yes?
She did. I didn't say that.
Oh. My apologies.
It's fine. No, I was an afterthought.
I once studied at Fairweather up until recently.
With that, you'll see him kind of, he had kind of glanced over at you before, Ranerius, but he kind of looks directly at you now. Really? When? Recently, I suppose.
Certainly not 60 years ago. But I studied under a few different people there, and
he's going to take a couple of steps towards you. You still have the barrier up, so you feel safe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ranerius.
Oh no, it was really only for a year or two, but it's been a couple months since I've attended any classes.
He nods slowly. So, you have crystals. Are they still doing that?
Mine were removed. But we've heard recently that the crystals were not being implemented anymore, and it seemed strange to us, so I really don't know the answer to your question.
Yeah, but that's just from like a loser in my hometown, so I don't really know if I trust him.
If a spirit can smirk, he smirks at what you said, Wren. He'll kind of lean forward towards you, Ranerius. His face just inches from that barrier that you know is there. No crystals. Shame.
So I hear.
And anyone looking directly at him would see that he still has a very slight smirk on his face. And he'll just kind of like step back over to where he was standing before and kind of like, walk in a circle almost.
So would you say he still has a smirk on his face? So him saying shame was sarcastic? Or
did you want to do an insight check on that moment?
Yes, because it's gonna bug me. I'm using a real die this time. Oh, nat 20, 25.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring in that anniversary magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to private message you, Jurble.
Nice.
This is honestly 1 year of playing, and I finally remember. Oh, Jurble's proficient in insight.
Perfect day to remember.
I'd like to make one more history check on just the name Kendrick, to see if it rings any bells.
Sure.
19.
It does not.
Okay.
Did you ever know a lady named Rinka?
What if I did?
I don't know. Just wondering. She was kind of somebody we met there. She seemed important. And she talked about some important people. I don't remember her mentioning you or
A
not.
lot of
I just
people
was
think
wondering.
they're important at Fairweather.
It's true.
Man, it's a killer. You're already dead.
He'll look at
Just
you.
wondering. If you're friends, I could send a message to her because we're friends. I have a sending stone for her, but I don't have to. If you don't want to, just see him.
I've already said everything to her that I need to.
Oh, so you do know her. Gotcha. Thanks.
How'd you die? Says the cleric to the spirit.
I think you'd be surprised at how I died.
So surprise us.
I don't know if you're ready for that story.
I need more
You weren't using the
clarification.
bathroom, are you?
Apricots.
No. Sweet. It's, no. But it had to do with Fairweather.
And
And
In the head with a
it
gun?
had to do with those crystals.
um,
And he kind of like nods towards Ranerius as he says that.
Hey,
did the mages kill you with your crystals? Because we saw that happen once.
No.
Okay, good. Because otherwise, that wouldn't have been a surprise to us. So just letting you know,
Crystals weren't for killing.
it can happen though.
What were they intended for?
Again, I don't think that you're ready to find out.
Fairweather used to float?
I'm ready.
Did Fairweather use it for that? That's not me asking in character. I just
No.
don't remember that.
Oh no, that's
I'm ready for
Pyxrin's
your
asking
test.
because of the whole crystal thing.
No? Didn't used to float. Our city's floating now?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Well, some of them.
Mage batteries.
I'm sure it's just a distraction.
It's true. So were the crystals used to enslave you?
In ways.
I'm ready for your test.
What test?
I'm ready.
The larger male will just kind of like,
Bird.
just kind of stomp almost. This is bullshit.
Oh,
Needless
he'll-
questions.
He'll approach.
Kendrick,
Curiosity.
you better. Kendrick kind of look at the other one. Just talking.
So are you still enslaved then?
You think they could enslave me?
No, I'm just asking. I don't know a lot about spirits.
It's interesting. No, and he'll look at the female Roko. No, they enslave people like her. In ways. But I don't think it's how that you think it is. What do you mean by enslaved?
I don't know. You're
Negative
slave.
side effects.
You don't get to do what you want to do. You get to do what other people tell you to do.
What do you mean by people like her?
Weak. Or gullible. Or they convince you that what they're offering is helpful.
Create chaos.
Jesus Christ.
Is he still talking about the crystals?
No, he was talking about
kind of everything. Enslaving.
Just in general?
Yeah. Teagan will ask Kendrick. So even though she is a fellow mage, arcane user, and fought in the Battle of Lisa for her cause, you consider her weak?
I consider her stupid. Because she
Rather
hasn't
insulting.
figured out what's going on. And he'll kind of look over to Roko, who's still kind of kind of folding her arms into herself and kind of looking down.
What's going on?
Who are you asking that to? Zephyr.
Kendrick.
What do you mean, friend? And kind of
Tiga?
look around at the best of you. At the best of you? At the rest of you?
Best of you.
The best of rest of us.
So
The rest would
just
be the
Best of
best.
you.
Oh.
2 words sounds like
Hmm.
movie.
Getting a bit tired of talking. And
We're just getting started, so that's too bad.
Chica?
just because you talk to me doesn't mean I need to talk to you.
That is true. So either that or you get to go back
I'm
and sword with
Looker.
all of you.
good at ignoring people. I've been doing it for several years now.
I want to help you.
And he'll kind of like, as he said that, he kind of looked back at Roko and the other one. 5 people sharing the same space, the same object. Maddening.
Negative side effects.
Kind of look at you, Zephyr, and kind of step back. And as he's stepping back to where he was standing before, he'll kind of stop and just know that what you think is going on isn't what's going on. What you think is the reason isn't the reason.
But are you wanting the conclusion of what is going on to happen?
You're talking about the mages. Spirits?
Sure.
Shiga?
Sure.
Why not?
Okay, so if we don't understand, but you want what is happening to happen, why not tell us what's happening so we understand and can help it happen?
Teacher.
I'm done teaching. And he'll go back to where he was standing.
I also realized I was definitely
Appreciate
talking
your
in a
hope
Zephyr voice
and
that whole time.
optimism.
All right, Teagan will go over and like maneuver towards Quinn.
Okay.
Not
As
friendly.
you do that, I'm going to send a... He was still staring at you, Zephyr, for most of this. Occasionally he looked away, like, while Kendrick was talking, but he looks back at you, Zephyr, as Teagan is stepping over to him. And I'm going to send you a private message of...
Dash for private messages.
Make sure to check out our sweet Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Keep
At
those
some
gift
point,
subs.
you know.
Yeah. Can we get a hype train?
One
Yeah.
year.
Your
We're
anniversary?
able to do this because of Patreon, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hey, you guys missed an awesome movie night last week.
Okay.
What's the Patreon?
Okay, so Teagan, you
Yes.
were stepping closer to Quinn, the larger male that was just looking at Zephyr, and kind of, as you step closer to him, kind of looks over at you.
So we heard from the other two. how did you come to be trapped in a sword? How did you die?
Even in the temporal form, he looks very intense. And just stares at you.
I do not mean it as an insult. We wanted to know so we can see how maybe we can best come to an amicable solution for everyone.
You're not a mage. I only talk to mages.
And
Ranerius!
oh, so yes, I will turn and look at Ranerius. Batter up.
Rachel's gonna start like tugging on Ranerius's arm. Come on now.
Hello.
Oh wait, Teagan's 1 level and Druid doesn't count as being a mage.
Not to this guy.
Screw your 1 level. It doesn't exist.
Wait, no, it's 2 levels now after we get a long rest.
So,
I'll talk to you after I take a nap.
Ranerius, are you stepping closer to the thing? How far away are you standing?
I'm currently within earshot, so probably 20 feet from the circle. I could move closer.
Well, I mean, you can stay 20 feet.
Step up.
You'll see this spirit kind of take a step closer to the edge. He was already standing pretty close to it, so it's just a small little... Why don't you come closer? We can't hurt you.
Sure.
And I'll move like 5 feet closer.
Jurble notches an arrow in the
Is
darkness.
this okay?
How long have you been studying magic? Mage.
Well, I've had an interest for quite a number of years, but I really only put my heart into it for the past 2 years or so.
And also know anyone that steps up, I would assume that you kind of assume this, but anyone, if you step closer to it, you obviously your pendant will get warmer and warmer. So, not too long then.
I'm afraid not.
It's okay. Definitely still teachable.
If it's within my control, I will never lose the ability to be teachable.
It's a good position to be in.
Most of the time, yes.
I appreciate your hope and optimism.
He's gonna start. He's staring at you, Ranerius, and I'm gonna send you some private messages really quick.
Give me the special eyes.
Oh my gosh, can we make that a t-shirt?
Ranerius 2021. 1 year anniversary t-shirt.
You want me to reply to you in chat, right?
Yeah, if you want to say it mentally, sure.
Okay.
Teagan?
Yeah.
Why do you think there's these specific spirits in this specific weapon?
My personal theory is, and he ponders it for a minute. They came out in the basement and was probably killed by our friend's uncle. Well, not killed, I should say. Trapped by our friend's uncle, who was there before.
So you're saying it might be randomized instead of...
Yeah, I don't think that there's any rhyme or reason to what souls go into what. I mean, there's... Well, I'm not going to say I'll grab my pendant and say to pick, because I don't want to say it in front of the spirits.
You'll hear a chuckle from Kendrick.
Maybe I won't say it.
I want to bring him back just so I can kill him all over again.
So
That's-
I'll tell Pyxrin, and I'll look at the way Kendrick laughed, and maybe we should discuss this when they're back in the sewer.
He's either pretending like he knows something or he really does.
I think he really does. He seems to have a lot of things that intersect with what we know.
Softly annoying.
If anybody else got anything, because I want to have one more for maybe Roko.
I mean, yeah, you can continue in the conversation. You just see, Ranerius and this spirit just kind of like staring at each other.
I having a staring contest. Who's winning?
The spirit this larger spirit queen being very intense. Every once in a while he'll smirk a bit, but is very focused and very serious. And yeah, you can go ahead and talk to Roko if you want, Teagan.
Okay. I'm sorry that you've come to be trapped in this sword. Sounds like you were fighting for a cause that you believed in, and that's admirable. And I'm afraid you had to be in a sword. And I'll just look at Kendrick. And when you were in Demglemft, you weren't originally from Demglemft, were you? You were from Lisa, right?
No, she's from Demglen.
As you finish the question, Teagan, John's going to actually, you can see John, your peripheral step behind you and to Ranerius. Ranerius, you'll feel a hand on your shoulder that almost kind of breaks you out of this almost intense, and in fact, like, you don't even realize that you were kind of in a trance until he puts a hand on your shoulder and you feel yourself kind of snap back to existence, or back to reality, I guess. And John just stands there. He's like, I think the conversation is over, right?
I think so for now. Yes.
And he kind of gives you a worried look, Ranerius, and looks at the spirit Quinn, who just kind of smirks and turns back to just kind of standing there with his arms crossed. With one last
lots of secrets.
Secrets. Specialized.
All right. That's it. Okay. So you were telling Teagan, you were telling Roko, asking her where she was from, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from, and she kind of trails and kind of looks confused for a moment, and I can't remember where I was from originally, but we went to Demglemft, and
What particular place in Demglemft did your spirit go? If you don't mind me asking, I don't know if it's painful to remember.
well, once the spirit was out everywhere. It's hard to remember day to day. You remember certain events and certain people, certain experiences, but as far as places, they all seem to kind of blur together. One day I'd be in, a place full of books. Another, I'd be in a place that was red and dark and Another place would be these large stone giants that walk around.
Full of books, like a library.
Yes, that might have been one of the places. Huge library.
Were you with the others when you came through the portal and ended up in the sword, or was that at a different time?
Kendrick's going to interrupt.
I figured he would.
Have you looked at the sword?
Me personally?
Yes.
No. Zephyr told us of the symbol.
He'll kind of look down at the sword. And in a weird, unexpected way, he kneels down and is able to move the sword to the edge of the circle. Almost like that he can touch it and grasp it. He moves it to the edge of the circle with this mark on the hilt of the sword, side up, which I'm not sure if it's the first time that you've seen it, Teagan. Maybe? I'm not sure that Zephyr showed
probably.
it to everyone. But it's kind of a, this is kind of like stamped into the sword. To an almost engraving type level. And it's almost like a mountain range, maybe. Kind of these pointed peaks. And then above that is a large circle. It's almost like a huge sun above mountains. What do you see?
Ooh, bear with me. Going on the gambit.
Is this a therapy session? Is this an ancient Rorschach test?
I'm trying to find a phrase. And I'll say to
his sick mother.
This is just out of character. This is a huge long shot, but you got to go with it.
Sure.
I'm going to say to Kendrick, behind the mountains is a beautiful sunrise.
Ooh. Nice. That's real good.
That's a lovely term, but no.
Damn, Kendrick.
Like Kendrick would tell us.
It would have been a
anyways.
great connection.
Yeah, I
It
know.
would be, but that was
Yeah.
meaning something completely different, so.
Ooh, so keep it in mind.
Kendrick goes, grandson? No.
Teagan, I am your father.
And Clem.
Okay, so, all right.
How do you say that, Zephyr?
Yeah.
Glemt?
So I'll look to Kendrick to reply if he acknowledges Zephyr's comment.
He's right. But there's more.
I'll squint at the symbol. Is there anything
Make a
above?
perception check for me, Frank.
Sure, let's do that.
Hold on, let me get them here glasses.
Get the magnifying glass.
9 plus 5, 14.
Okay, alright.
Zep, okay.
All of a sudden, the sword eats Teagan.
You.
Nice knowing you.
He's
Now I gotta live with
me.
these.
Now I want that to happen.
I
I
wanna-
gotta live with the
I
rest
gotta-
of these freaking spirits, man.
Turns out you were a mage.
Braced in eternal battle with Kendrick for
I
foreseeable
mean,
future.
technically, Teagan is a druid.
Yeah. But that's not what they mean.
I mean,
Kendrick is a purist.
I think at this point, each of us could do some magic. So does that make us all mages?
Not in Kendrick's eyes.
You gotta be a pure mage, man. Ugh.
Gotta be cool.
So,
None of the smuggle
You gotta go to college.
Teagan, to
Yes.
reel this back in, Teagan,
Yes,
you
thank you.
notice, on one of the peaked mountains, so this is kind of like an engraving in the sword, like it's been stamped in there. There, you kind of lean in closer, and it's a little hard to make out through the kind of the shift that is happening with this barrier and with the spirits, and but you see almost maybe 3 or 4, maybe more possibly, small, something glinting, like something like shifting with the light that's shining from these spirits, like almost like a gem wood that's in this metal. But it's been buried so deep that you can barely tell that it's there unless you're getting, like, you're not only up close to it, but also, like, looking for it. What do you see?
Something that appears to be like a gem.
Kendrick leans in a bit. Crystals.
Ah.
I'll kind of look back at Roko and, like, roll his eyes as he looks back at you.
Wait a minute.
That's how we're trapped in here.
I see. Well, that gives us
They're
something to go with.
conduits. A doorway. Are you putting it together? And he kind of, like, says in a way that you know is a little bit demeaning. Like, he's stupid.
Come.
1 + 1 is 2.
Well, gee, I'm
Doesn't-
just a stupid rogue, but you're the one in the
Hey,
sword, dummy.
This is a character, okay?
I understand. But Teagan,
I may be a simple rogue.
but I ain't in no sword. But he won't say that, obviously. He'll
I'm just a bugbear.
he'll just
I don't do math.
he'll just file that away, and just more. Well, at least we got something to take to.
Everyone heard that, right?
Yeah. Go
Are
ahead.
we okay? I was thinking.
I would say, I mean, if you're standing within, probably, like, I mean, he did say kind of low, and he did say kind of close to Teagan, but if you're staying within, like, 10, 15 feet, you would have heard it.
Was that the plan from the beginning?
He'll look up to you, Ranerius. You're not as dumb as you look.
I thank you.
I think it'll give him a look like, oh, Mr. Smarty Pants.
And
okay, sorry, go ahead.
You died in support of this, or did you fight against what was coming?
Oh.
Good clarifying question.
Mm-hmm. I found out what was going on and thought it was weird and strange and a bit unethical. So yes, if you need to know my story, I was fighting against it.
You're not as dumb as you look.
I was never dumb, even as a kid. I'll kind of stand back up and...
Just because it's Kendrick. Can Jurble do an insight check on that? Make sure he's being honest.
That he wasn't dumb as a kid?
No, not that part. The part before. Where
shoot,
he said he fought against it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh, Jonathan rolled one insight check and got good, and now he's like insight everything.
Yeah, no. 13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seems genuine. He seems like, even through his snarkiness, it seems like he could be telling the truth.
So when you say we don't know what's going on and, it's just going to kind of happen no matter what we do,
Kendrick rolls his eyes.
are you saying then that they're going to just finish what they're doing with the crystals, or that what you're fighting for is going to happen?
Oh, well, I mean, now I want the mages to win out. I want us to take down all that have enslaved us or crystallized us or...
Good word usage. So the crystals were created not by mages to control the mages, but other people to control the mages.
No, they were created by mages.
To control mages.
In preparation.
But you fought against the crystals.
Yes.
But now you want the mages who created the crystals to win.
They're not the mages I'm fighting. I'm wanting to win.
Okay, thank you for that clarification.
Pardon?
Preparation for what?
For
Crystals were created by the mages in preparation.
this. What's happening now?
That's nice and big.
They're just gonna look around to like everybody and be like, how the hell can y'all live up top like this?
I want to help you.
How do you guys live above ground like this? I don't...
Just follow me.
I'm surprised y'all haven't wiped each other out.
I understand, Pyxrin. That this is why I stayed in my room most of the time.
I've only been out of my forest for like 4 weeks, so what do you want?
It's been longer than 4 weeks.
I don't remember how long we've been going.
She's actually gonna laugh at that. Oh my god, but she's like gonna face palm and then just turn back towards Kendrick and just...
That was the best Pyxrin moment ever. Someone clip it. How do you survive?
I want to help you.
Oh. A cute little alcoholic bird.
At this, Quinn. No. Kendrick will look at you. They'll all kind of look in your direction, Zephyr.
Zephyr doesn't know anything about crystals or.
We've
sounds bad.
From what I've heard, I haven't spoke to you through this sword because what's the use? But from what I've heard, they've tried to have you help them and you've refused.
I need more clarification. Kendrick, more clarification.
I've been doing nothing but talking, and quite honestly, I'm exhausted.
You go sleep?
No.
He's trying to say
Yeah.
you just gave me more clarification. That's why I'm okay with it. Now,
Wait, did Zephyr just actually say all that?
Get sassy?
no, that's me out of character.
Oh, I was just like, wait, he could talk this entire time?
Yeah, man.
It's like, ooh, Zephyr's getting some sass
I'm
in
here
there.
to help if you need it.
Well, yeah. Of course. Yes.
I need more clarification.
that's all right. We can fill you in on the crystal stuff later. But so you mentioned something about the cities floating being a distraction.
Probably.
Yes. No distraction to what I just revealed is, well, that's only part of it. Kind of look around at all of you, and he just looks tired and just done.
Teacher! I got your back.
There are more things going on than what I'm not sure that you're aware of. You have mages, yes, but there are at least 2 different factions. You have mages working against the mages. And you have mages who just want retribution and freedom. Or at least, if not for themselves, then for... Look at you, Zephyr, at saying that. Not all of them, friend. There's a mix.
Touché.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Freedom will suffocate.
What was that, friend?
Oh, I was thinking back on something that... Nothing. We'll let you rest.
Wonderful. Talk to these other nitwits. Kind of like... He'll even just sit down on the ground now. Arms
I
crossed.
think I might be understanding why he is the way he is.
I want to help.
He'd be good in battle.
Mages?
I just say it out loud.
Quinn will look at you, Zephyr.
Oops.
Thank you for facilitating this meeting. It was really helpful.
And he's going to speak to you in your mind, Zephyr. Anyone else want to do anything at this time?
I'm gonna sit down next to Mags and just scratch her.
You'll just see Quinn kind of staring at Zephyr.
Why do you keep staring at the alcoholic bird?
He's not even going to look at you, Pyxrin. John will... Well, this seems like we're done. Okay.
Was this a one-time thing, or could you repeat this process?
I was surprised it worked the first time, Teagan, so I'm not really sure.
Understood.
I mean, I can try, but I only have so much chalk. And it's...
I think I might have some.
Everybody checks their
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Pyxrin, right, I can't use that chalk. It has...
Oh.
Has to be the chocolates made in Japan. That's like really fancy.
The obsidian
Kendrick's going to snigger again.
Crossover to get more chalk.
I just sent you to the Obsidian House just to fetch things.
Pretty much.
Is there a way to actually put the spirits to, rest and Like if they wanted to.
John
Or are
will
they
kind
stuck
of
there forever?
shake his head. There is, I'm not familiar with it. Try blessing the sword. Maybe there's a spell out there that might be able to break it. I'm not even sure if removing, I guess, the crystals that I didn't know were there, or breaking the sword what that will even do with them. It's... I didn't even know that even calling forth... I mean, well, first, I didn't know that trapping the spirits in swords was possible, but apparently these crystals help. But... I just, kind of look around at the group. I don't understand. You said that someone's grandfather trapped spirits in these swords?
Uncle.
Or father? Uncle. Why put crystals in a sword that you weren't expecting to put spirits into?
Well, I don't know if what the uncle knew or didn't know. These were just swords that were left there.
Seems
The person-
deliberate.
I would think, but is the circle still up or?
Yeah, the circle's still up, but he's starting to go around and start, he's about ready to take it down. Is there anything you want to do before he does so?
No, I would be
Okay.
more just concerned that
Okay.
out of game. I'm concerned that the spirits would hear what I'm talking to John.
As he's talking to you, then he will go around and start kind of bending down and messing up the chalk that he had crushed and sprinkled on the ground into a circle. And as soon as he starts and does maybe a couple of inches, you see the spirits kind of get sucked back into the sword. And it's just a sword with a slightly glowing hilt laying on the ground now. And he
Right.
goes around and just kind of musses up the chalk enough to where it doesn't look like that a circle was made there with chalk, just enough for it to get lost in the grass around or in the rocks or whatever.
Zephyr will retrieve the sword.
Okay.
And sheathe it.
Yeah, you definitely make a wisdom saving throw, Zephyr.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. Feels better having it.
Okay, he's telling the truth. It popped up. Double checked.
I'm sending you a private message, Joe.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Secrets.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Check out our Patreon later.
So were you asking John something, Teagan? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, actually, John was asking me about
About the
The sword,
swords, right?
yes. And since Zephyr put the sword back in the sheath, I'm just going to lead John a little bit away from Zephyr. I just, concerned that the sword's going to hear us. But I will. Oh damn! Sword. Okay, I'll relate to John about the farmhouse on the lake and the Lawton and his wife Olivia and what we found there.
Okay.
And the lanterns that are, if I remember, I'm pretty sure I might get this wrong, that Lawton didn't make the lanterns. They were just there in the house, right?
The lanterns were there in the house, yes.
Right. So, and this is all from his uncle then, that his uncle left all this stuff in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They built the house around the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around the portal.
That's interesting. Apparently his uncle was more interested in, these, from what I understand, these rifts in Osbergen that lead to Dimglimt are a bit, kind of natural, were made back when the Dimglimt was created. But yeah, depends on how long his uncle lived. Maybe his uncle wasn't human and was alive long enough to see the Mage Wars.
What created? Did Dimglimt was created? What do you know about the history of Dimglimt?
Oh, well, I asked a couple of questions to Aurelius when he was first talking to me about joining the Torchlight Committee and that sort of thing, and he mentioned that it was created about 100 years ago when mages who were escaping Osbergen wanted a place to escape to.
So it was a concerted effort then.
Creating the plane, the demi-plane, yes.
Jurble's gonna step out of the shadows and then go up to the fire and sit out and set his boat out and everything. So what do you think called them out of Dimglimt? That one, Roko, said she was called and then came through the portal. If Dimglimt was a safe haven for them, and they were called, what's calling them here?
I'll sit down at the fire with you, Jurble. I'm not really... Sorry. This is Stephanie. I almost sit down. I'm not really sure. I've only been able to be able to call forth. I don't know how much. Remember, it hasn't been that long ago since I met y'all and Lisa Deer, but I was trying to talk to the good spirits because it seems like that they were protecting Lisa Deer from the Shiga on the outside, the bad spirits, I guess, the ones that wanted to hurt them, that attacked people when they came through. And finding out the few that I've talked to, which is maybe he'll kind of look over at Larek, who has sat down as well, right next to him. Maybe 10? And Larek will nod. It's been a kind of a try and see process, what works and what doesn't. Sometimes one way to call them forth will work, sometimes another time it won't. It just depends, and frustrating, and Larek will kind of rub John's back and in support. But from what I've gathered, it seems like they don't really know. And I've talked to some good spirits. Like, I would assume Roko. And then there were others who were maybe more manipulative, like Kendrick. And some that were not to be trusted at all. and hurtful and vengeful, and won't stop at anything to see anyone, even sometimes those who don't directly oppose mages, but who aren't mages, to suffer. I haven't been able to do that much research. I was on my way to talk to Colum about it, since I know that he studied this and seemed to study the Mage Wars, and he was alive during that time, and I mean, I don't know how. I mean, he seems human, but he's hung in there somehow.
Oh, did I just laugh out loud? Sorry.
So, I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you, Jurble. I think the battle is going to be finding out which ones you can trust and which ones you can't. Because we know that, I mean, I'm a mage. I want to see... And they were treated horribly, and they've been continued to be treated horribly. Look at the floating, bairn, and... But... I haven't, not until I look into it further and talk to more spirits, and you see the sudden kind of like, almost a mix of passion and obsessiveness kind of come into his eyes. Talk to more spirits and get to the bottom of this, that I won't be able to know what is truth and what is a lie. And I'm hoping that someone can help with that.
Well, I hope Cullen has some answers.
Me too.
Is Zephyr in any danger from this sword, other than listening to an annoying mage?
Did Zephyr just walk away? Is Zephyr still here? Just walk off with the sword?
Hello.
Where are you, Zephyr? Are you by the campfire, or are you somewhere else?
Maybe towards the edge of camp.
Okay. So, Teagan, and anyone seeing with the campfire, you'll see John kind of look in Zephyr's direction, and... I don't know. I guess it depends on which spirits he listens to.
Thank you for your honesty.
I'm just telling you what I know. Which isn't much. Well,
It's more than us.
we should probably bed down for the night.
I'll take first watch. Trevor will go ahead and get up, pick up his bow, just kind of go off to the outskirts.
Alright.
I will too. I don't think I can sleep for now.
John will give you a sympathetic smile. Pyxrin. Alright, well, if you need anything, just wake us up. And him and Larek will go out to a tent that they built.
John,
Yes.
just so you know, she'll turn towards him and just we don't know what the hell we're doing either.
Well, maybe working together, maybe we'll be able to put 2 empty books and make them into one that we can hopefully put some information in.
Do you like sweet rolls?
I do.
Think of my hand one.
Your sweet rolls are so stale by now.
I know.
What we don't know is that Quinn
kinda
actually
stale.
died from diabetes.
Oh, you guys!
That's why he's so angry.
That's why
Alright.
it's got like a stick up his butt.
He smelled the sugar.
So we'll say that as Pyxrin gives us a
Tries
stale
to make friends.
stale cinnamon roll to John, who probably like anyone who's like looking at John at this time would be like hold it in his hand and can feel just how like hard it is probably, and just be like thanks. And
What the hell is she doing?
that's what we'll stop for break. But stopping for break means that we're going to be doing our dice giveaway. So anyone who wants to participate, type in. I'll give you a couple of minutes here to type in the Forsaken into chat. The Forsaken exclamation point. So type in this right here.
Like all one word?
Yes, all one word. Here, I'll
Dang
type
it.
it in. Well, I mean, I'll just see the Forsaken, it'll be fine. Like, there we
Okay.
go. There we go.
It's fine. It's
I was really scared you're gonna like pick one of your names. Type in Lisa, dear.
Oh boy.
we all type it in wrong.
So type in the Forsaken exclamation point to enter a dice giveaway. I will be contacting the winner, getting your address, seeing what kind, and probably handpicking, and well, I'll be handpicking the dice for you. Maybe we'll have to do like a big reminder of your favorite character from the Forsaken. We'll see. Or maybe elsewhere in the channel. We'll see. So the Forsaken exclamation point in chat for the dice giveaway, and I'll give y'all. I'll tell you what, I will give you until the end of break. So you have 10 minutes to put the Forsaken exclamation mark in there. And then when we come back from break, I will draw the winner. All right, so
Good luck, everybody.
BRB
Come
putting
on,
up the
people.
Be Right Back stream, but the mics are hot.
So
Because, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, it just takes
So
a bit
cool,
to get
you're
there.
hot.
All right, y'all got 10 minutes.
We were shooting for the whole.
Well, that's fine. That's stuff I have to write down.
Two more ghosts in there, bring them out.
I know,
Bring 'em
right?
out. It's not too long. Teagan.
You live on the edge here. at
That's on the
Madbird
edge here.
Streams. The edge of insanity.
Yes. Insanity's Edge. It sounds like a Kings Island roller coaster.
Or a really edgy middle school band.
Oh yeah. That too.
Giant cat.
Yep.
Genuinely, anybody who starts a conversation with us, talk to them for like an hour.
Then when we don't, we get chastised.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking, well, it's just jokes. When you don't ask questions, and then that's when
Good stuff. We've conditioned her to expect us to ask.
Yeah, and she Pavloved us
What do you know about the Shia?
Tell us your life story.
Can I water my horsehair?
Oh no.
What am I
Jurble just wants to get
Why
to
do you
the
have a
places
ghost
we
wife?
just set out to go. There was actually a lot of questions I wanted to ask, but I was like, Jurble's. Yeah, he's.
By all means.
Just think if we didn't go to the house and try and break in, we wouldn't have had this sword to have this long conversation.
Right? But we also probably wouldn't have a word of death to stab us in the whole way.
I don't know. I think he's always been that way about
Failed
Ranerius.
wisdom save. Failed wisdom save.
Yes, it really failed very much. One white bird.
And I mean, yeah, Ranerius would be like, slap Ranerius, come back, or everyone.
I'm worried that now Ranerius
Did Ranerius even pick up the sword?
No.
Like, does he have the strength to pick up the
He
sword?
just had a long mind conversation with the one guy.
Yeah.
A long mind.
I don't think it was that long. Steph can't type that fast.
Was it?
Was it?
I don't know. I wasn't
You
paying
don't know.
attention.
She could have had it in a note.
I've been scribbling out all
Wait,
sorts of notes.
What do you mean
and
I can't type
read.
that fast? I can type 90 some words a minute. Thank you very much.
I was
Yes.
I think his gauntlet has been thrown down.
All right. Anyone
can't
who
type
hasn't
words
entered
fast.
yet, the forsaken exclamation point
I
in
can
chat.
assist that.
You got 50 seconds,
Or else you will be forsaken.
or you will be the forsaken. You got 6 entries. 6.
Most of them are players.
Is it good to us?
No.
Or
like-
Steph's missing
No,
3
it's not
dots.
me. But I will buy a dice for myself, so I'll buy these.
We have 12 viewers. He's got all 12.
I'm telling them.
I 4
One.
seconds. Oh.
All right, that's it. I'm going to spin the wheel of names here.
If you didn't sign up,
Wheel
you're now
of
in the
morality.
drawing
Turn,
for
turn,
the
turn.
Lost
Teach us the
Marathon
lesson
Sting.
that we should
Here we go.
learn.
It's going. It's spinning.
Oh, I sang too soon. Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Teach us the lesson that we should
And
learn.
Dreadstar is the winner.
Yay!
Wheel of Morality turn. Yes, yes, yes. Dreadstar. I'm so excited. I'm going to. I'll be sending
Hashtag
you
rigged.
a.
Hashtag rigged.
After stream, Dreadstar, I'll be sending you a message here on Twitch about what you want to do. So yeah, look forward to that.
Ask for a dice that reminds you of your favorite certain cactus character.
Listen, hashtag Ray. Listen, Danny.
Hashtag cactus.
Listen, Danny. All right,
Hashtag cactus caused the rig.
my friends and players. So let's continue, shall we? All right. So Jurble and Pyxrin are taking the first watch.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. All right. Is everyone else sleeping?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I'll take third watch.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sleep in my hut.
Okay.
All
All right. So you
He
see
just makes his own little hut.
Ranerius make his little tiny hut. Anyone taking second watch?
Taking all do his
Okay.
elf thing.
All right.
Zephyr will join.
I'll help with third watch.
Oh wow. Okay.
He said third.
I mean, Ranerius all by
Oh,
himself.
third watch. Right.
Third watch.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
not
Thank
not
you, Andrew.
second watch.
For some reason it anyways. All right. So Pyxrin and Jurble, please roll perception checks. If there's anything that you want to do during your watch specifically, let me know.
15.
14.
Okay. All right. All right.
Spiders come out. Ah!
No.
So,
Stop it.
They're like regular spiders or your weird Underdark spiders that are going to kill us from
Give
your
me
exploit?
2 seconds here.
Bit of both.
Who knows?
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
know.
There's webs everywhere. I forgot.
Underdark with
Right,
little baby
right?
spiders on top.
Itsy bitsy spider ran up the oh wait.
Oh yeah, there were webs on him.
Everywhere. There were webs.
Oh, in our area. Yeah, I forgot that too.
Okay.
It was on my
I will
tree. I
say
forgot I
that Jurble and Pyxrin, you don't see anything.
Do you hear everything?
You do hear some slight whispering here and there as you're going about your watch, this first watch. As well as, up in the distance, in the direction of where your group is going to be traveling the next day, you do see a small, a flash of light over the hill going in that direction. It only lasts for a moment, and then it's gone.
Titan. Oh, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I haven't binge watching
You're fine.
Attack on Titan all weekend.
So yeah,
gosh.
just like a flash of light, and then it's gone. That kind of fills the sky for a moment in that immediate area in the distance. But
In the
then-
direction that we're...
In the direction
planning
that
on
you're
going?
planning on traveling the next day, yes. That
Oh, great. Cullen's dead.
you hear an explosion, and then you just see the light.
Oh,
You
Don't
also
follow the
hear, along with the kind of slight whispering that you hear throughout the night, you also hear almost this like discordant melody. Oh, that's right. Let me turn on our music. Just reminded myself. It's amazing.
Discordant melody.
that's awesome.
Yeah, this
That
kind of-
reminds me. Y'all should check out our Discord.
What?
Sorry.
Discordant.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So yeah, this kind of, I guess maybe disjointed melody is the word I was looking for. Kind of these just like random notes that you can't really tell a direction that they're coming from, but just, you think at one point that it sounds like it's behind you, and you look behind you and there's nothing there, and you're walking in another area and you hear it again, and you turn around and there's nothing there either, and you both hear that throughout your watch.
I am so not sleeping, but she's going to take a moment in the last hour to pray to Elistre.
Okay.
The entire last part of the hour of the watch.
Okay. Anything specific or just normal prayers?
I've got to mute this music. Like I put the music on, but now it's distracting.
It's fine.
Hi. It's me. It's kind of a strange introduction, but I meant to pray at the temple, but things kind of escalated. Listen, I have... I don't know what he's planning, or what anybody's planning, to be honest. I just got some more information about some stuff that was going on, and I feel like I have more questions than answers. I know it's been a while since I've been underground, and I find the above ground to be kind of strange. It seems like most of the time nobody knows what's going on, and I don't know how to help everybody, but are we on the right path? Are we... I just don't want him to hurt anybody else, especially my friends. I just need to know if we're on the right path or not, or if... I admit sometimes that I wish I was back underneath. It's easier, you know? So I knew exactly what to do. But I can't get comfortable in a box. That's when things happen. I really don't. Kind of scared for everybody. I haven't really told anybody else. I'm sure you'd understand why I'm praying. Anyway, I gave my sweet roll, the last one that I had, to John, and, well, it's kind of... I'll have to resupply, but, I know I'm supposed to help everybody. I'm supposed to... Even the drow that may have turned away or may still be on a different path than I am, but it's really difficult. Because you can't force somebody to believe what you believe, right? So, but if I'm supposed to help my friends and I'm supposed to help Vars, whatever that shitbag's name. I just need to know that we're on the right path. This is why we're friends. It might be a lot to ask of you. I don't know, but yeah, I apologize for not praying at the temple. I was a bit distracted, and your dancers were so beautiful. They're doing well. I don't know. And then she'll just like mumble some general stuff the last part of the hour.
Make a religion check for me, Pyxrin.
What's my religion? Okay. I'm gonna use different dice.
And do it with advantage, please.
Okay.
I sure wasn't saying this all out loud, right? Or
1, 2, 3, 4. 22.
What were you like standing by a closed
Were you
tree,
snooping on
like,
me while I'm
No,
praying?
no.
staring
no.
at her in the
Too?
darkness?
no, was this during
wrong
watch?
with
No.
Trying to snoop in on somebody's prayer.
No, it's just like we're hearing
Rude.
whispers and weird things. If you just started, I was just wondering if Jurble heard if she said it out loud or if she said
How
it in her
far?
head.
Because if you went in one direction, she would have gone in the opposite direction of you. So you would. So I don't know. Where would you like to be? I guess is the question.
Well, Jurble, I would imagine we went to opposite sides for the watch. And Jurble, it's not like Jurble would follow you or whatever. He's lost his own mind thing. But
We'll say that you did not.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, we'll
It's
say
okay.
Didn't mean to
that-
I was
make it
just
a big
giving you a
thing.
hard time.
I'm sure that you did not
It's
hear
fine.
anything. What was your roll, Pyxrin?
With advantage, that's a 22.
Okay. Pyxrin, as you're finishing up your prayer to Elistre, you hear this. You heard the kind of disjointed melody before, but this is different. It sounds like harps. And when you look up, you see a silvery moth with this sort of kind of glow to it. And you feel comforted by it. And you feel like that you are on the right path.
She let out a big, like, just content sigh, and it's like it's a sigh of relief, and she has a bit more peace on her face, and then she'll spend probably like the last 20 minutes of the last hour praying to I don't know how to pronounce this. I am butchering it. Roar. I don't know. It's Reorx. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for D&D players. I don't. These are kind of difficult to pronounce.
Hey, can you spell that again?
Reorx. because she actually follows 2 deities. Wah, wah,
What?
Wow.
wah.
Immediately searching.
The more,
dating.
the more you know.
It's the more like but she's praying in the more general sense of, you know, I apologize for not crafting as much as, you know, I have been, and I've been kind of busy, but there's no excuse. And, you know, just like I'm praying for strength and, you know, the ability to she really the ability to get better at her crafting and her blacksmithing and stuff, kind of like general things like that. And just, you know, she's wishing and praying that she was at a forge right now to kind of there's gonna be so many jokes with this, but like bang out all her frustrations on the forge.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, there will be lots of jokes about that.
Have at it, chat. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Completely open. All right. Yeah, why don't make a fresh religion check for me, Pyxrin. Not with advantage this time, but just straight.
That would be a 9.
Okay. Yeah, maybe your prayer got through. You don't.
This one's offended that you prayed to it second.
You don't feel any.
I know,
you don't
it's
feel
like
any
so
like.
offended.
You don't feel like any better for praying, but I guess like you feel better for having said it, for having prayed it and got it out of you. But you know whether it made a connection, you're unsure. All right.
Got it out of my system.
Anything else before we switch over to the next watch? Jurble? You have anything?
No, Jurble's just stewing.
Okay. As you kind of head back to your bed, Jurble, you hear that kind of weird melody in the air again, and then goes away as soon as you start to notice it almost.
Who's on second watch?
That was Zephyr and Teagan.
Okay, so she's going to tell both of them about the weird song thingamajiggy.
Okay. All right.
Just so they know and like they're not like, oh my god.
Sure.
Jurble will also mention the flash of light from
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the direction we're going.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Zephyr and Teagan, y'all take second watch. Seems quiet at first. Go ahead and make your perception checks for me.
Oh dear. 10.
Nat 20.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for the pickup.
So y'all were
Roll 26.
told about the kind of weird
Telling the truth.
melody happening. Teagan, you don't really, you know, maybe every once in a while you might catch something, but not really, and you're just kind of like, Like, again, as soon as you, like, are like, is that something? It's, like, gone. Zephyr. As you're, how are you doing your watch? Do you walk about, Zephyr, or do you kind of sit in one spot and just kind of keep a lookout?
No, kind of walk about.
Okay, all right.
Zephyr's probably pretty
as you're
restless.
walking and looking around, you see you're walking through a little, not too far from the camp, and you see kind of a couple of feet away, not a couple of feet away, about 10 feet away, a kind of, like the air shifts, almost similar to how the air looked around the spirits before, when they were the spirits from the sword. It just kind of waves a bit, and you might see a little bit of a sparkle, being who you are. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
12.
And as you start kind of noticing this disturbance, you had kind of noticed the melodies, like that kind of disjointed melody before, but now it starts to almost weave together into a song. With plunking notes and not really anything prolific, but it's very almost ghostly in its sound. And you kind of look down and you're dancing. Your arms outstretch and you start kind of dancing with the air, and you can't stop. Even though you kind of notice it happening, you even noticing it, you think to yourself, this is what I should be doing. Like, this is beautiful music. I should be dancing to it. And almost like a ballroom dance with one.
Awkward waltz.
And, yeah. So this happens about, we'll say, halfway through your shift.
Mm-hmm.
Teagan, with your watch, would you have covered like half of the camp, or would you have like made rounds on like past Zephyr on outskirts of the outskirt of the camp? How do you usually do your watches?
Usually I would probably be just outside the light that the campfire gives, and like moving in a circle around the camp.
All right. Make a fresh perception check for me, please.
Sure.
As you're kind of making your circle around.
A little better. 16.
Okay. You would see Zephyr through the trees. And you kind of can't make it out until you walk closer, but it's about 20 feet away. You see him kind of move in and out of from behind the trees, and with his arms outstretched and just kind of moving back and forth.
Probably so not to surprise him, I will move around to it like 10 feet in front of him, just to see if I can make eye contact with him to see what he's up to.
Okay. You move around, and I'll say, his eyes aren't closed. He's kind of looking up. And I'd say that your eyes probably catch, and Zephyr, you see Teagan, but why isn't he dancing? You should be dancing. So you continue dancing. So Teagan,
I think it's hitting right now.
You see Zephyr continuing to dance.
Talking about the bass.
Almost as if dancing with a partner on like a ballroom floor. But partnerless. Maybe. You don't know. Zephyr's strange sometimes.
Indeed.
No
Indeed.
advice.
But if he's doing that, at least for Teagan, he looks like he's in some sort of trance. Like, because he sort of acknowledged me, but he didn't acknowledge. So I'm gonna.
I would say with your 16 from earlier, moving around and moving this position to where you see Zephyr and you kind of see his eyes, you see a kind of shift in the air, almost like a wave. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Wisdom save. 13.
Andrew, did you want to make a satyr character?
What kind of forest is this?
13. You did this to me once. You're going to do it to me again. Okay.
13.
It's Adder, isn't it?
What? This
Oh,
isn't.
whoa.
This is wrong
Whoa.
campaign.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
But
Mad Adder's cross campaigning now.
Gosh.
Yep. Campaign to campaign.
So,
it's not wrong.
Teagan, you,
Huh.
as you're
I
watching, as you're looking at Zephyr, and you start to take those 2 steps towards him, because you're like, he's in a trance, and you see that kind of shift, and suddenly that occasional melody that you hear suddenly becomes a bit stronger and a bit more together, and it's very ghostly and very plunky, but yet beautiful to you, and you can't help but to just dance. I'm not going to say that you dance with
Please do the
Zephyr,
boogie.
but you kind of dance like Zephyr in that you
Boogie,
kind
boogie.
of like, almost like you're dancing with a partner, like a ballroom dance, and you continue on.
It's electric.
Cha
Hold
cha,
on.
real smooth now, y'all.
I just want to check one thing because I'm trying to see if. Okay, Oh, would that fall under being charmed?
Why do you ask?
Because
Elf.
as an elf, I have advantage against being charmed.
Roll again.
Elves don't dance.
All right, I will.
I
Another-
do not find this music appealing.
It's
Aw.
better by 1. 14.
You still feel like dancing.
Okay. I feel like dancing.
So you're
I
dancing this kind of ballroom waltz with yourself. You see Zephyr doing the same and think, yes, it seems right to be dancing right now. This melody is beautiful.
Everybody dance.
So an hour passes.
Oh, God.
The rest of us get some great sleep.
Oh
Make-
man.
One more wisdom saving throw before your time is up is on your watch.
It's like the third
11.
shift is gonna wake up to them like
Who's gonna wake up the
Zephyr
third
rolls
shift?
an 11.
We don't have alarm clocks.
right.
You roll an 11 for dancing, but roll amazing for
Oh,
swords that want to
Don't
control
forget
you.
your advantage, Teagan.
Yes, I did. I rolled for the advantage rolls. I rolled an 18 and a 1. But the 18 counts for plus 2
Ren.
for 20.
Exactly.
Oh, wait.
That's not a charm.
Okay. I hate to do this to you, but roll me another d20, Frank.
All right, straight up. Okay.
Straight up d20. Because you actually would have disadvantage, which would make you even.
Okay.
Beats that good.
It was the 20 d20 was a 10.
Okay. Sorry.
Boogaloo.
Still
I'm
dancing.
On the electric boogaloo.
So next shift, which is Ranerius and Wren.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it? Okay. Just want to make sure. So Wren and Ranerius, the two of you wake up for your shift and kind of go towards the campfire. And first, you don't see anything. Make a perception check for me to begin your
We're still
watch.
dancing. Okay.
That's amazing.
This is for the purposes of watch or just getting
To start your
7.
watch.
10.
because I would luckily summon my owl to begin watch.
Would you summon
Yeah.
him as soon as you step out? Like I'm trying to
No,
see if
no,
you
not as-
see. Okay.
So, okay.
Ranerius never leaves his dome. The owl just pops out.
For me, I just got a 3.
Okay. And what did you get, Wren?
10.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 4. 4 on perception.
Okay, that's so much better, Ranerius. Thank you. Wren, yeah, the two of you kind of like look around the campfire and just take a quick look around in the woods, and you don't see Teagan or you don't see anyone that was on the watch before, which I'll say that you knew was Teagan and Zephyr.
Wah, wah.
Would you like to
Well, that's
investigate?
weird. Yes.
Then
Yes.
roll an investigation check for me, please.
I don't know. I don't know my investigation number. Like I
As
know
you
perception.
search through the trees and just kind of where could they have gone?
Really?
Investigation, is that what you said?
Are they like ballroom dancing away from us?
Well, they were on the
Seems like
outskirts
fey
of the
propaganda.
yeah, they were kind of on the out. Yeah.
7.
Okay.
11.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. So it takes you about I would say probably like 15, 20 minutes of like looking around, and you're just like, I don't understand. Ranerius, you catch a glimpse of them dancing. I'll say that you catch a glimpse of them through the trees, about several feet away. Just kind of moving in and out with their arms outstretched. Zephyr, you see kind of front first, and then like a little bit farther out, you see Teagan doing the same.
Help, I'm so tired.
What do we do about this?
Wake up!
Are you going closer, or are you?
Well, if we saw him, yeah,
What?
assume we'd walk up to him. If we saw him, we'd walk
so you're
up to him.
walking up.
Sure.
Make a fresh perception check, both of you, please.
Yeah. Come on, purple dice. There we go. 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
14.
Okay. I would say you both, as you're walking up to Zephyr and Teagan, you see this kind of, you're looking at them, and then you kind of notice this kind of shift in the air, in the atmosphere, kind of around them. Both of you make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Is this against magic?
Yes.
Sweet. Come on, purple and green. A natural 20.
Great.
10.
It's
Okay.
purple dice. It's my winner.
Wren,
Yes.
you step up and you see this kind of shift in the air, and you're like, that's strange. And then you look over at Ranerius, who has stopped where he was a few feet from you and starts to dance like Teagan and Zephyr, almost as if partnerless on a ballroom floor.
Mm-hmm.
Ranerius, you feel yourself kind of going into this dance, and it feels good. And why isn't Wren dancing? But Zephyr and Teagan obviously get it. And you hear that melody kind of, intertwined together to where it's very ghostly and beautiful to you. And I would say, Wren, that you would notice kind of like this kind of like disjointed plinking of notes almost that kind of dance around you here and there.
Does it sound like it's coming from a direction, or it's just kind of
It's
all
one of those
around?
where it sounds like it's coming from, it seems like it was at first coming towards this direction. It seems like it was coming from this direction, from where Zephyr and Teagan were. And then once you got there, now it just seems like you hear a plunk behind you, and then you hear a plunk to your side.
They're all pretty tall people, right? Compared to me.
I mean, yes.
I'm gonna go up to Teagan. Is Mags with me?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna
Mags dancing.
try and get her to bark really loudly at Teagan.
Okay. Mags barks. Teagan, you hear the bark, but doesn't do anything, Wren.
I slam my foot down on his toes as hard as I can.
Make... Oh, no. Yeah.
Strike.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Teagan.
Oh.
Okay. Now I rolled it. 16 plus 7, 23.
Okay. So you stomp your foot down, Wren, but he gracefully steps around it.
Light on my feet.
Yeah. How do I help you?
Help me help you.
As you yell that at Teagan, Teagan, as Wren yells this, you notice behind Wren something kind of where the atmosphere had shifted before. You see this form kind of showing. This kind of large, wispy form that you can't really make out an exact like specific, if it's humanoid, if it's anything else. It just looks tall and wispy. And you start hearing this kind of like, the music starts to get louder, and Ren, you will kind of hear this too, as those notes kind of join together, and you hear this kind of weird, almost like air being let out from a tire, as you would notice a player behind you.
Behind me?
Yes.
I would turn around to see it.
Okay. You see the same thing that I just described to Teagan.
And is it moving towards me or just in the distance?
No, it's right there, like literally like 10 feet away from you. So it's like
cool.
You're looking at the thing,
cool.
Teagan's behind you. Teagan and Zephyr, I would say by now, make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Straight up? Or disadvantage?
Straight, because of a certain thing.
Okay. Right.
And then Zephyr disadvantage, but 10 doesn't make it anyways.
Here, I'll just... No, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
5 is my actual
Okay.
roll.
All right.
Amazing.
14.
14. The two of them. Oh, Ranerius. Oh no, you've already made. It's too early for you. Wren, I'm going to give you a moment to do something before you roll for initiative.
Gracious.
What?
Who's it? Okay, so I know that Jurble and Pyxrin are asleep. I'm going to yell as loud as I can. I need help over here. At the same time, I'm going to take my elbow and swing back as hard as I can towards Teagan's balls. At the same time.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Teagan.
Grabbing the jewels.
All right, so Jurble and
Not
Pyxrin,
the
you
rose
hear
jewels.
Wren yell. I'll say that you both hear him because I don't want Wren to die.
Great,
He has
great,
a squirrel
great,
and
great,
he has a squirrel and a wolf. He's fine.
great.
Even though Ranerius is getting his dance on, does he hear what's happening?
You can hear it, Ranerius, but it doesn't make in any of you dancing, it doesn't make sense to you. Like why aren't they dancing? This music's beautiful. Like what's there to be worried about?
Have we had a long rest yet?
No, you have not.
Ranerius.
Teagan has.
Has it been 4 hours?
But I would say that you've had a short rest.
Okay,
That makes a
That works for
difference.
me.
I
That works
just
for
need
me.
4 hours.
Yeah,
It's been
same
4
thing.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say you've had 4 hours.
Okay,
Anyone that needs
okay.
4 hours, I would say you can have 4 hours.
Ugh.
19, by the way.
Yes.
Come on, Teagan.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just
so
light on my...
Seriously? You're
Ren-
telling me that you literally just... Okay.
Ren,
Dodged an elbow to the
you
nuts.
elbow back to hit Teagan in the balls, and Teagan definitely like swings out of the way just as he's dancing.
Pirouettes.
He's a good dancer.
Yeah.
They look
Hits.
uber graceful.
Smoother than I thought he was.
Jurble and Pyxrin, I'm assuming that y'all get up after hearing
Yes.
Ren yell for help.
Yeah.
So as
I
you-
would... Yeah, I would draw my
Mhm.
my swords.
So I will say that as you come out of your tents and you're just kind of like, where? I'll say that you see kind of the 3 figures dancing, in the trees, and Ren just standing there like, yeah. So you see Ranerius, Zephyr, and Teagan all kind of dancing around Ren.
I y'all dancing. What the hell's wrong with you? It's the middle of the night. Morning. I don't know.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Jurble and Pyxrin, please.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm using a real die. I'm not.
That is a... Ooh, it's a good
Natural 20.
22.
Good.
22.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Y'all
Come save
see
my life.
as you're looking over towards Wren and Pyxrin, you're exclaiming this. You see this figure kind of form behind him. It's kind of wavy and with this, and it kind of almost like it puts like a dark filter on the atmosphere, on the air around it. Just very
Fucking
imperial.
balls. All right. Oh shit. Where is it? Pyxrin's gonna yell out, "Who are you?"
No answer.
Mhm.
And in fact, what? Sorry, go ahead, Jurble.
I would say Jurble, after saying the spirit thing and then them dancing, Jurble just go up to John and Larek's tent and just go. You just shake the tent.
John and Larek don't wake up.
Oh, of course.
Actually, wait, let me see if I have.
They're
Oh,
dead.
is it a magic tent where they're in some
I
other
might
plane?
have.
Shaking the tent doesn't do anything.
Okay.
One of those
you know-
Harry Potter Quidditch
Okay.
tents.
Okay. Well, if the figure is not going to respond to her, she is going to yell at Wren to move away from where he is, because there's somebody behind. There's something behind him. But
Okay.
But if you could see that, can't you see that I see it?
I don't know if you can see it.
He was,
Oh.
I think, looking. Were you looking at it before?
I turned around and I was looking straight at it,
Okay. Okay.
but it doesn't matter.
But then
Like,
he
I know
turned.
it's
No,
there.
I-
But then he
didn't know
turned
if
to
he-
like talk to the rest of you. So I mean, you would have saw him like turned away from it. So you might assume
Okay.
that he hasn't seen
Oh,
it yet.
sure.
I am
That's what
going.
I was going off of.
I'm going to say,
Sure.
Jurble, that John kind of sticks his sleepy head outside the tent. What?
There's.
Dizzy.
They're dancing. There's this thing.
There's a fever
Hair
taking over
dancing.
the area. We gotta chase him out of our town.
I'm sorry, Jurble. You're going to have to be a bit more specific. Middle of the night.
Our second and third watches are dancing in the
I'm
woods.
not. I'm not clarifying.
Wait.
They don't dance.
John's going to kind of like
It's
look
creepy.
really confused at like your desperate like attempt to like bring his attention to this, and like, so they shouldn't be dancing.
Does that look normal to you?
I can't. He's not gonna be able to see it. Like he's just
Oh,
woke
it's-
up and. Here, I'll.
Humans with
Do
their
you need?
not
Do
dark
you need
vision.
us to wake up? Do you need us to?
Help! I need help.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Pyxrin's
okay.
going to cast Sacred
Need
Flame
help, they're
towards the
dancing.
figure.
Okay.
After she
Well,
tells Wren to move away.
let's. We're rolling
We
for
destroyed
initiative.
a city.
then.
We don't dance.
Okay, let me get our battle map
I
one.
don't
Ain't
do.
no
Y'all can
friends
go
of mine.
ahead and.
Okay, why does that remind me of like the High School Musical I Don't Dance song?
They're
So
all dancing.
Zephyr, Teagan, and Ranerius, do not roll for initiative because you're dancing. Ren, Jurble, and Pyxrin roll for initiative. I'm gonna get the battle map up here. Don't tell me what you have yet until I ask, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I think I just stressed Stephanie out.
Well,
I was just like, there's
No,
so much going on.
it's kind of the whole situation is kind of stressing me out right now, but that's fine.
She's just scared I'm gonna die.
Happy
Everything's
anniversary.
okay. Everything's fine.
What has changed in the past year?
Everything's good.
Oh,
Have
but,
we
we're all-
evolved? Have we
We're all gonna be
changed
okay
at all?
here. We're all gonna be fine.
It's all good.
Jurble
Shit.
asked for help first this time and didn't wait.
Okay.
Yes,
Let me see.
Jonathan, and I knew all the dances and all that shit too.
So Pyxrin will say that your, let's see here, map, can you please, okay. So we're gonna say that this is over here. Pyxrin.
So-
Right. I kept the CD.
So we're not
It's
level
musical
7 then
for
at
a
this
long
point?
time.
Just me and Pyxrin, because we get a full rest. We get a long rest with 4 hours. Everybody else's was interrupted.
Yeah, because I'm an elf.
Jurble.
Up here.
Well, how long was each watch?
I think
Zephyr.
watches are
I mean,
Or
they,
how many
they
watches
if
are in
there's
a night?
3 watches, it should be like 3 hours each,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, so
Because
it's
you
just-
wouldn't
it's
need
just
more than
overnight,
that's
yeah.
still 9 hours of
yeah, it's usually 8. Yeah.
Well, I guess no. I mean, I guess let's see, because you would need
That's
8
right.
hours of sleep.
It would be 12. If there's 3 watches.
Wait a minute,
12 hours.
So 3 into 12, so 4 hours each.
So Wren and Ranerius would have.
Long rested.
Long
Because it's
rested.
8 hours.
Okay, I'm fine if I didn't get my rest though. But
Well, you only need 4 hours. You're fine.
okay, yeah.
I don't think bugbears are that special. I think I'm.
Yeah, no, Jurble and yeah. Sorry, Jurble.
Okay. All right.
Oh goodness, I'm like right in her
6.
face.
Oh no. What?
So yeah.
I need
yeah,
a.
yeah.
Oh, I need a.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Oh wait,
Oh.
wait. I don't have markers for them, but
Wait, so was she behind
Them?
me or between me and them?
yeah. Oh wait a minute. Well, you were. Teagan was actually right here, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll say that John and Larek
Oh.
are right over here.
Since I still haven't had a long rest, I can't use the new arcade shot I learned
Wait.
during the level up, right?
Where's? Oh yeah.
Well, if each shift's 4 hours, then if you slept for 2 shifts, then you would have it.
Isn't this
Oh.
the middle of the third?
It is.
So.
Um,
Jurble
But I-
didn't sleep 2 shifts.
Yeah,
Right.
I only slept
Correct.
Second
2.5.
shift.
Correct. Okay. Sorry,
But
I'm
there's a
just
short
getting
rest.
everyone's
so I
shit
did-
together.
I used 2.
I don't have Mag's.
Never
Stuff
have
in
my
front of me.
shit together. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good for y'all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
All right. So that's right there, and then let's see. So John.
John and Larek
Ooh.
look a little bit wooden there.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right. So yeah, combat.
That was a little forced.
Combat might be a little bit
Your face is
slower
forced.
than it usually will because I'm running 2 characters here that I wasn't expecting to, but otherwise
Oh,
it would be a
it's just
bad
gonna kill Jurble.
it would be a bad battle if y'all only had 3 people there. I'm just saying. All right, so you did not do good.
Not to freak you out or anything, but
6,
you.
I mean, this could answer our
80,
Zephyr demonic sword problem right here. You know, just
68.
let him just dance
Just
off into
kill him.
oblivion.
leave the sword in the
Jesus,
in
Jonathan.
The bushes.
Okay, so that's,
Jurble
that's
goes
something
dark.
before.
I mean, has Jurble ever showed any interest in Zephyr? Let's be real.
Wow. Wow.
That's cold, man. That is cold.
We've known each other, what, a week?
Okay. All right. So,
that.
Pyxrin, what did you roll for initiative?
14.
Okay. And Jurble?
A 9.
That's what
Okay.
you get.
All right. Cool beans.
Do you want mine?
Oh, yes. Well, yes. Right.
Let's.
No, you're going last.
I'm gonna die anyway. Let's split the difference, and I got an 11.
Of course you did.
Split the difference.
Shoot. I didn't leave myself enough room. Okay, Pyxrin. Okay. All right. The other 3 of you are dancing still.
Great.
And okay, yeah. I will, because I think I've already said this, but just because of the nature of this fight, that is a charmed effect on them. So, if you have anything to help with charmed stuff, maybe. Okay. All right, so John goes first, and then Pyxrin, and then Wren.
Oh, good.
I don't think that he has any thing to help. No. Okay. Okay. Yep, doesn't help, buddy. Doesn't help at all. So he is going to probably. Oh man. Okay. This is gonna be difficult.
I like being an elf.
Okay.
There are perks.
1 year later. Oh, this is looking pretty good.
Hey!
Hey. When does Nier get here?
It's all good, guys. I don't know. Maybe?
Okay. All right. So, whoa, holy crap. Okay, maybe this won't be as
What?
bad either. Okay.
I didn't like that reaction.
Okay.
She looked up the health
Okay,
of
so
the bad.
John is going to do chain lightning.
Wow,
Yes.
he's pretty big. Yeah.
Ooh,
Ranerius
fancy
is
man.
directly.
Does that hit
Is it
everybody?
chaining through
No,
me? Because
no.
I don't know.
No.
Everybody, John kills
No,
everybody.
you choose your target.
John sees everyone as an enemy.
All right, so you have to make.
He just got
You
woken
woke
up.
me
I
up.
mean, who could blame him
Yeah,
for seeing
I know.
everybody as an enemy? I would. Shit.
Which
I like my sleep.
would be his.
Don't wake me unless somebody's dead or dying. That's what I tell my kids. Unless they're like really sick.
Dead, dying, dancing. It's the
Dead,
third
dying,
D.
really sick. Yeah.
All right, we'll just do it this way.
Dancing.
Okay.
Maybe middle of the night dance party.
Okay, so.
Sometimes we have those.
Sorry.
You're okay.
I need to see. Okay, what they're. Okay. Ooh. All right. Well. All right.
Happy 1 year anniversary.
So
Sam.
that first hit does. So you see the kind of lightning kind of spark from his fingers, but it does not land on the creature.
Hands.
So that is going to be his thing until I can look for other stuff here. So next is Pyxrin and then Wren. And we'll say, let's see here, we'll say John, I don't think, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we'll say John will move right here. So he'll kind of move around a couple of trees and kind of get behind, kind of beside one. Yeah, so Pyxrin, Wren, and then Jurble.
Okay, just for clarification, where's
Yep.
the thing that she would be aiming at? It would be behind Mags, right?
Right, this thing right here.
Okay. Let me see. The range is 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Plenty of. I don't have to move. Yeah, she'll cast Sacred Flame. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit, yes.
Whew. Okay, so that would be.
And let me know what type of damage this is. Oh, no.
So you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage because I'm past level 5.
Okay. So dex saving throw. That is a 12 total.
Okay. Hold on, finding my dice. I literally just rolled the exact same thing. 12.
12 points of what type of damage?
It is radiant damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. It seems to hit it.
She'll kind of let out this little like sleepy cheer.
You'll see the form kind of like wave a bit more, and Wren beside you, since it's right there, you'll hear kind of that kind of more kind of like hissing sound in the air. And I would say that all of you probably hear that melody now. And as the hit landed, the notes kind of almost like striking a violin wrong. Like the screeching noise. All right. Anything else for your turn,
Bard,
Pyxrin?
at least be good at it.
Anything else for your turn, Pyxrin?
Nope, she's gonna stay where she's at.
Cool.
Nodding sleepily.
So next is Wren and then Jurble.
Okay, Mags is gonna turn and look at it and attack it.
Okay.
For a nice an 8.
An 8 does not hit.
Great. Wren is going to bonus action disengage and move back to be next to, was that John that's the green marker?
Oh, that's right. I didn't put your little things on here. Yes, John is the green marker.
Then I'm going to disengage and move back to John.
Okay.
And so I can't cast a spell because I did disengage, right? Is that my understanding?
I suppose so. Sorry.
Because I get... No, you're fine. I just get the disengage as a bonus action for the thief stuff, but I'm assuming usually when I cast a spell or something, that's a disengage? Or that's a bonus action, right?
Yes.
So I can't do both.
I believe so.
Okay,
Wait.
so then...
Or no, Andrew.
Casting a spell is
say
an
what you're saying.
action.
Is an action?
Usually. Depends on the spell.
Unless,
Okay,
yeah.
so like
if
Hunter's
the spell
Mark, if
says
I've-
bonus action.
Hunter's
If I have
Mark
Hunter's Mark.
is bonus action, I believe.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay.
You can't disengage.
I can't do both. Got it. Then I'm going to turn around and shoot a bow at it. And I get sneak attack because Mags is right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I? Oh no, Mags would have got advantage. Oh, but I wasn't. Oh, I was blast. Oh well, next time. Okay, plus. Wait, let me get to the right screen so I know what I'm doing. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You see the what was this? This was an arrow?
Yeah, I was shooting my bow and arrow.
You see the arrow kind of go through the creature, and it seems like it hurts it, but not to its full extent
amount.
that it should.
That's fine.
But it did get some damage in.
And then I'm going to attack it again because I get a second attack. Oh, it was on a 16, then it rolled over to a 3, so 12.
Does not hit. Actually, wait, no, looking at the wrong one. No, it does not hit.
Okay. That's my turn then.
Okay. All right, so Jurble, and then it'll be Larek after that.
Okay. I don't have a problem shooting from where I am because, I mean, I don't have to get out of the way so Ren and Mags aren't in the way, right?
No,
I
I'd
can
say
shoot
you're
from where I
fine.
am.
You're fine.
Okay, I'm going to attack. And I'll make the first shot. An arcane shot. I'm gonna roll physical die. Ooh. What's my modifier? 9 plus 8.
Oh, no.
17.
Shoot. One of the camera's been messed up. What did I do? Was that me? That was me. Sorry, everyone.
Ah.
Oh, no. That was me. How do I get out of full screen? Oh, no.
Oh, did you
There
pin?
we go. Alright, everyone's fixed now, I think. Yep, okay. Sorry, chat. No, I put it to full screen and then forgot that I can't do that when I'm recording. So, apologies. You should be good now. Yeah. Jurble, what are you doing? I'm sorry.
I attacked, shot the bow, got a 17.
17 to hit?
Yes.
That definitely hits.
All right, and I said I'm making an arcane shot.
Okay.
So, that is a banishing arrow.
I am.
So, well, first let me do the damage.
Okay.
So first, base damage. Base damage is 10 plus 2d6. 15 damage.
Okay. And what type of damage
And
is
then a piercing.
Okay. So yeah, again,
And
you
then-
see it kind of hit, but not really hit it fully.
And then it must succeed on a charisma saving throw. And it must beat a 12.
Oh. That is a... Oh, whoops. Looking at the wrong person again. Charisma saving throw. That is a 10.
Oh, so it fails.
Mm-hmm.
So it is now banished for a whole turn. It is while banished, the target speed is 0 and it is incapacitated. And at the end of its next turn, the target reappears in the space it vacated or in the nearest unoccupied space.
Okay,
And I believe
so...
the actual lore is it went to the Feywild. It goes to the Feywild.
But only for a minute. Or only
Yeah,
for one
or-
round.
well, for a round.
Which is a minute. So it
Yeah,
goes.
6
So you
up on a
see
round.
you see the spirit
Did-
kind of
Oh,
bamf out.
its next turn. It comes back its next turn.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so the spirit
But does
is
that?
gone
But
right
does
now.
that kill the dance party? That's the question.
Yeah.
I would probably say yes.
Jurble did something useful. Took a
It's
year.
on a different plane. So,
Great call.
so
Jurble.
Zephyr, Ranerius, and Teagan, all of a sudden you kind of come to and are like, oh, what was...
Something's weird here.
I was just dancing, but why?
Yeah, exactly.
But you kind of, you were aware of what was going on around you, so you know that the spirit, there was kind of something weird in the air, and you saw it kind of appear behind Wren, and now it's gone. So you're confused, but with a bit of understanding. Just so, I'm just going to go through here, for your turns. Just so I can put you in an order. Zephyr, the three of you make rolls, please. Initiative rolls.
Initiative?
Yes.
You
Thank
got it.
Initiative 18.
17.
9.
Okay, so Zephyr. 9. Teagan. And yours was 17, Ranerius?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So we were at, let's see, it was at the bottom of the order. That was Jurble. So actually, technically, Teagan, you'd be the first one after this, after Jurble here, and after
Okay.
kind of, oh, I don't feel like dancing anymore.
What in the world was that?
I guess for the rest of my turn, after I banished it. Are you all okay now?
Will it
Got
be
that
back?
out of your system?
Teagan, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I mentally knew what was going. Kind of saw what was going on with the battle, right?
Yes, correct.
So I will. Not sure where to go, but I will move to like the edge of the map. So like 1, 2, 3 up, and then like 3 to the left.
Okay, so 3 up, so about right here?
Yeah, and then
Right
like
here,
3 left.
and 3 to the left.
Yeah. I don't know which
West.
way.
Well, I mean,
East.
the arrow is
West.
pointing north.
Okay,
West.
west. I'm sorry,
Okay.
west.
That's east.
Oh, west,
That's
so you want
east.
it this way.
There you go.
Weast.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
What kind
And-
of compass you looking at, boy?
Do I get a bonus action on that?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't taken a
Okay.
bonus action, right?
Yep. So I'll bonus action hide.
Okay, so you hide within the trees there.
Right.
There are a few around. All right, so Larek's turn. Larek is going to kind of stay where he's at back here. Should we go? Should we leave?
It's not a
They
bad
might
idea.
have squatters.
It won't be long before it comes back, and it might be angry.
Okay.
Get on.
If we want to go, we should go.
Agreed.
Although,
Zephyr readies a spell.
if y'all have set up I know that John and Larek have a tent. Did the rest of you have tents, or were you just sleeping in bedrolls?
No, I think we're just sleeping on
Bedrolls.
bedrolls, except for Ranerius in his hut.
Yeah, I would have slept
Which is
in a
now
bedroll.
dissipated.
All right, so I'll say that it's going to take you like a couple of minutes to start rolling up your bedrolls and get out. Your
Yeah.
GTFO.
It'll be back by then.
Yeah. We don't even know what it was
I'll
at the initiative,
skip
right?
my bedroll and just book it out of there.
I mean, if y'all don't want to get your bedrolls and just leave, then I'm cool with that.
That's what I would do, but I can't speak
Zephyr
for other
readies
characters.
lightning bolt
Okay.
Yeah,
at the
figures you can
4th
get it.
level.
Yeah.
All right. Next in order from Larek would be John, who's just gonna kind of wait to see what y'all want to do. Zephyr, you're readying lightning bolt, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Ranerius, what do you want to be doing?
I'm going to ready a firebolt for if that thing reappears, but I'm going to move back towards camp to get my stuff.
Okay. Are you staying where
So-
you are, Zephyr? I'm sorry, I didn't ask you.
Where
You're
am I?
right here.
Uh,
Again, the arrow is pointing
Sure.
north. Okay. And Ranerius, you're moving back, like over here to where Jurble and Pyxrin are, which is where camp is. Ranerius.
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm still facing, I'm walking backwards. I want to be facing
Okay.
where that thing was, but I want to have a firebolt ready
Okay.
for if it pops back.
So I'll put you right there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pyxrin, what are you doing?
Bunching on things, apparently. She's going to pick up her pack and leave her bedroll and not even bother with that and just start booking it towards where they need to go.
Okay, so you're running off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're just gonna put you off the map for right now.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.
Gosh.
So the rest of you, as you're readying spells in your peripheral, you'll see Pyxrin just pick up her stuff and just start jetting, just start going.
start.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, y'all. Wren, what are you doing?
Oh man,
Been good.
it's a great question.
That was a beautiful song. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Being Little Mermaid vibes.
Well, I don't know, man. The cool thing I was thinking about doing was trying to set the bear trap I have in my bag down right where it will reappear again. But I don't think it will do anything.
You can sure try.
Well, it's also I don't remember where she actually was now.
By Max.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, but
Square
there's
next to Max.
To the left of Mag.
Yeah, but Ren
To the west.
To the west of Mag.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, but then I'm.
That's
But
good. I thought it
then
was
if I-
right between Ranerius and I.
if I go over there, I won't be able to flee again as well. So, I'm just gonna ready my bow and be ready to cast Hunter's Mark if she reappears or it reappears.
Okay.
And Mags is just gonna kind of
Is Max staying there?
Mags is gonna step back to the east 2 spaces,
To
but then
the
wait
east,
to
to the east. That's to the west.
That's the west.
This way.
And be ready to charge in if she reappears again.
Okay. Cool. Anything else?
I'm holding all those things and waiting.
Got you. All right, Jurble.
I'll take 2 more steps back to the east.
To the east, to the east. Jurble, what are you up to?
I'm gonna stay put, and I'm gonna hold my attack action.
Okay.
I can do that, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works. So, because
So you're holding
I
it
just wanna
for
make
what?
sure-
For when it appears?
for when it reappears, and that'll be, I get 2 attacks per action, so that counts, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
okay, just wanted to
Yes.
make sure.
All right.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Staying where you are?
Yep. I will kind of like take a double take to see where Pyxrin's running off to.
All right, Teagan.
I won't say anything.
It hasn't reached. We got back to you again. Anything else, or are you sticking with what you're doing? I'll say I don't remember if you're holding an action, but if you're holding an action, I will allow you to just kind of hold on to it if you want to do that until.
Is this me?
No, it's. Did I say Zephyr? Teagan.
Wait,
Oh, right.
shouldn't it have come back by now? I mean, I don't back complaining,
No, it's
but
it's still going down the order. Teagan came in. Teagan was Jurble. You sent it out. It wasn't the creature's turn yet. The creature's turn was after you. The creature hadn't went yet. So
Yeah.
Teagan rolled the same as you. He goes under you, then Larek, then the creature. That's when it comes back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
it's okay. Teagan.
My turn?
Yeah. And if you want to hold your action,
I will hold my
Okay,
action.
I'll
which
allow
was-
you to
okay,
hold it over from before. Okay.
for when the thing appears.
Let's see. There. Do you want to do anything helpful, really quick? Do you have anything here? Do you know? Do you even know? Let's see here. I don't think he has anything.
Did you know?
Oh, wait. Is this just? Okay, no. That's what we just did.
Larek starts singing.
Okay.
It was him all along. No.
Sorry, I'm just looking up spells really quick. That are taking forever to load. Come on, internet. Okay. Do we have anything that is... Aha! Okay, so, Larek is going to cast... Let's see, where is he at? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, and I'm just going to use this marker. He's going to cast a spell. So you'll see him working something, and all of a sudden this, and Larek will kind of call out to everyone as a free action. Don't worry, this one's me. This big, large spectral guardian appears and is hovering above the ground, kind of glowing with this radiant energy. You'll see Larek kind of holding up his hands and like radiant energy kind of glowing off of them as well.
Another cleric.
The creature has this huge
We're all
gleaming
clerics
sword and a shield emblazoned with this deity symbol on it. And it just kind of stands there ready. So that, and now, and this is at the end of its turn, Jurble? That it reappears? Is it the end?
Yes, it just says till its next turn.
Okay.
No, it's the beginning of its.
Yeah, at
Okay.
the end of its next turn,
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
the target reappears.
All right. So it will reappear actually right here.
Damn.
And with that, goes back
Sorry,
up
Ranerius.
to.
What's that?
Says I'm very sorry. I hope you have a good deck save.
Goes back up to John.
Well, why is that? I moved away.
Was that where it was?
Oh wait,
Right, but I'm casting lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's where it
which is
was
a
because
100-foot
yeah,
line.
Mags moved 2 feet, like 10 feet east, and it was standing
Yeah.
right beside of it.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, gotcha.
I've got lucky. It's okay.
All right, so let me just bring up these guys again. So John. Let's see, what does that do?
this thing was just a friendly spirit.
Don't we
wanting people
resolve
to dance
readied
with,
actions?
And we're gonna.
Is that how
Oh,
that
Yeah, I've never done a ready
Well,
action
I was
before,
going
so-
to go down the list. So I guess since he didn't prepare anything. That's a good point. Thank you, Andrew. So Zephyr, did you prepare something?
Yeah, lightning bolt, 4th level.
Okay.
So that's a 100-foot line. So Ranerius is very much in that.
He's fine.
Rig it.
Yeah.
Every creature in the line has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So Ranerius, make that dexterity saving throw.
I'll take it. 18.
Nice.
Save.
Use your portent.
That's a 19 for the spirit.
So the
That
spirit
also saves. But you'll both take half damage.
Okay. And tell me what type too.
Well, that's oof. Yeah. So that's 39 total, but half. So 19 lightning damage.
Okay. Yeah, you see it hit. It seems not to hit completely, but yeah, you got some into it.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah. So you see this like what was it, lightning bolt?
Yeah.
This kind of lightning bolt kind of come towards you, Ranerius, and just kind of knock you in the shoulder.
And I was prepping.
All right.
Firebolt.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, bye, Mags. That's
No, it's fire bolt, not ball. Bolt.
Oh.
17.
Whew.
Yes, 17 hits.
8 damage.
Okay. And what type of damage is that?
Fire.
Okay. So yeah, it hits it. Seems like it's a little bit resistant. Cool. And let's see. Pyxrin was running away. Wren, did you hold an action?
I did. Does Mags have? Is Mags able to run back in and attack because she didn't do very far of her thing, or is that not how holded actions work?
I don't think you can move on held actions.
Okay, sounds great. Then Mags is doing nothing.
Okay.
Do I just get like one action held, or am I able to cast Hunter's Mark and attack?
I think it's one action.
You would have had
One
to
action.
say it, yeah.
Okay, well then I was holding the bow to attack then.
Okay.
What I said. That is 14.
14 just hits.
And I get sneak attack only works when there's someone right next to them, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
if the spectral
Is that
guardian. I
Is
don't
it
think-
how is that worded? Is that a friendly creature or
Let me look.
I think it's an ally.
Sneak attack. Once per turn, you get an extra d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a fierce or ramp.
Enemy of the target.
yeah, you would get it then.
Sweet. Then that's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Is your bow magical?
I don't think so. It's just a bow.
Okay. All right.
I don't get a second attack, right? Because those were readied actions.
Correct.
Okay.
I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's
Alright.
my stuff then.
So that is 6. Okay. Cool. Jurble, did you hold an action?
Yeah, I held on my 2 attacks
Okay.
for my attack action. So first one, 18.
That hits.
All right. Do you want me to roll both attacks and then see damage? or
Whatever
just-
you want to do.
I'll just go ahead and roll damage for this one. That's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then second attack, 22 to hit.
That hits.
With 8 damage.
All right. Looking bloodied.
Yeah. And if I had a long rest, a full
Not that it's
long
bloodied,
rest,
but yeah.
then those would have been magic arrows.
Oh,
but
sure.
I haven't had a long rest yet.
Sure.
So
So you keep reminding me. Teagan, it is your turn. You held an action,
sorry.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Attack with a longbow.
Okay.
From hidden, so I have advantage. 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, longbow damage incoming. 8, and then that's 8 piercing, and then the sneak attack damage. 11. So yeah.
Okay.
And that's my held action.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, so it is getting late. So I'm going to say that, yeah. Well, I don't know. Do y'all want to go for another round, or do you want to call it here?
Whatever.
I think what do you think? I think we can go one more round.
Okay, that's fine.
it's our anniversary
I'm
streak.
good. I'm good if you are, and we won't do a post show afterwards. But all right, so another round we go. Where we stop, who knows? So this
With
is
us all dancing while Pyxrin runs away.
Larek's turn. Larek is going to. What was that again? Oh, that's right. He has his
Spectral guardian up.
his spectral guardian, which was this, I think. Was that it? Guardian of Faith. That was it. All right. Okay, so as you can see, occupies concentration radiant on action. Within him sword and creature hostile to you. Okay. Alright, so... Then, should just me range. Let's say we're half the damage and there's no still tool. Okay, alright. Yeah, so this Guardian Force is going to reach out and try to slice into the... Ooh, and I think that's going to actually be good. Yeah. Alright, so that hit whiffs. And I think Larek can actually still take his turn since it's not concentration. Larek is going to... Control water. Maybe try to... Okay, so you see this, you see, Larek kind of start another spell, and all of a sudden this, we'll say a huge, sword kind of appears out of nowhere, which is a spiritual weapon, and, glowing and almost looking like the sword that the Guardian Force has. Kind of appear close over in that area and move over towards the this spectral-like thing. And he's within 5 feet of it. And that is a hit. Fire. Feet. Let me take whatever I can choose. Upstairs or so 5% of the orc on a higher level. So higher. Oh, would definitely cast it at a better level here. Alright, so it hits the creature and does some damage here. Alright, definitely looking a bit rougher, a little bit more tattered. Its form is kind of fading in and out. The disjointed melody that you were hearing becomes even a little bit more disjointed than it was before, and starts to fade away in places. So next after that is actually its turn. So it is going to... Oh my goodness. Well, it'd probably go after that, but I'm not sure if it has any radiant damage, but it doesn't say. Alright, so let's see here. Let's roll a 6 here. Let's see what targets. Alright, so it's actually going to look at you, Teagan, and start to move over towards you. Oh no, you're hiding, aren't you?
I don't know if on your held action I get a bonus action. I don't think so.
Okay, so it will move over towards you.
Yeah.
Just make sure that I'm seeing it. Okay, yeah. So it kind of hovers off the ground, moves within 5 feet of you, and...
Does the Guardian get an attack of opportunity?
It doesn't say. So...
Womp womp.
Oh no, they weren't in. Alright, so that is an... Too many things. Alright, so that is a 18 to hit.
That hits. My AC is 16.
You take 27 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Can't be
Also, make a
universal.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, con save. Okay.
I was just joking about the TPK. I mean,
Dirty 20, 18 plus 2.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you feel that hit. You feel it kind of start to try to maybe like it's like you could almost feel the spectral form kind of reach out towards you, but you don't feel anything past the initial hit. So, all right. So it is. Let's see. John's turn. Who was going to. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he was going to do something here that I had up. All right. I would say that it would know that though. You know, just because I don't want to hold up combat any much longer, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Zephyr. This thing's looking pretty rough, so you probably might be able to take care of it this round. So Zephyr, why don't you go ahead and go, and then Ranerius.
Okay. Zephyr's going to use shatter at the 3rd level. That's going to be, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I just like blinked out the cameras on stream for a bit because I minimized Zoom. All right, Constitution saving throw, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's a fail. I mean, it has to be. It's like a 2. I'm not even gonna look at what plus it is.
Yeah, it failed. It takes 8 thunder damage.
Okay.
It's a very low 4d8 roll.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. Ranerius, it is your turn, and then Pyxrin.
All right. I will. I'm just going to cast another firebolt.
Okay.
20, dirty 20.
All right, that hits.
8 damage again.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right, Pyxrin, it is your turn, then Wren.
Hey. How far away from the group would you say she is at this point? Because she kind of booked it from everybody.
I mean, you know, your movement speed is what, 30 feet? So
Yeah.
you'd be at least 30 feet around that from them.
Who would be the closest to her?
Probably either Teagan or Jurble. Which is Jurble and then Teagan.
Okay, as her bonus action, she is going to cast Shield of Faith on Teagan.
Okay.
but I want it to look like a shimmering purple field.
Okay.
And it gives him a +2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
Up to 10 minutes. And let's see. She wait, where is it? I've already used it. Okay. She's actually gonna stop where she's at and just kind of watch the fight.
Okay.
And I know out of character this is unlike Pyxrin. But she I'll have to if we could get like a you know how we have those rooms for Stormfall for off the stream? If you don't mind making one for
Sure.
the
I can
first
do that.
evening. Yeah, and then that it would make more sense.
Okay.
But she's just gonna stand there and watch and make sure that you know.
Will do. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's all she's gonna do right now.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to Wren and then Jurble.
Mags is gonna run up on it and attack it.
Okay. Just kind of any direction.
Yeah, just somewhere next to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. What's Mag's stuff here? So it's an attack of. Wait, how do I know her attack? Oh, +4. There we go. So 21.
That hits.
She does 7 bite damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack with 24.
That hits.
So I do 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. With nothing. I totally miss.
Oh no.
It's fine. Not a 1, but I totally missed.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Jurble and then Teagan.
Okay, I'm just attacking 2 times. Staying put. First attack. 25.
That hits.
It's 6 damage.
Okay.
And second attack. A 19.
That hits.
8 damage.
So close, y'all. So close. All right. Anything else for your turn, Jurble?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna burn my action surge and get an additional action. And I'll take the attack action, which I forget. Did we decide that means I get 2 more attacks? Since I get 2 attacks
Yes,
per action?
yes.
Okay. 16?
That hits.
6 damage.
All right. Still
Then
standing.
Last attack. Natural 20.
All right. Cool. Go for it.
That is
Get this thing out of here.
10 damage.
Is that the doubled? Is that doubled?
Is that double?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it did it automatically, yeah.
All right. Okay. Still standing. Still floating. Hovering above the ground. Looking as defiant as ever. clothes tattered. The music kind of disjoints even more to where it just kind of weaves in and out of your hearing. And it sounds more like just broken keys on a piano than anything. Anything else for your turn, Jurble?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Although,
yeah.
I'm just... Because D&D Beyond automatically, it just rolled 2d8s instead of 1d8.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
either or. Yeah, you can.
All right. Well, no. Yeah, we'll play by them rules.
All right. Teagan, it is your
Done.
turn.
All right, bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then I will go east to my movement, which is 35.
Okay. I think that's about it.
And I will attack with the longbow.
Okay.
Ugh. 11.
Does not hit. Anything else for your turn?
Do I have any? What's my bonus actions? Nothing. Okay. Well, bonus action. Oh no, I already used my bonus action. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Well, I forgot my new. Well, that wouldn't have taken place. Maybe not. My spores would not have. I can't commit. They were around me, so since I moved, it wouldn't affect it. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, move on.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put John here with Larek. Of course, he would be next in the order, anyways, after Larek. So John is going to weave some magic here. You see this kind of green arrow kind of poof up from the ground and point towards the spirit. Oh. That's actually, I think, going to hit. Yes. So you see the arrow kind of take flight and go right into the spirit here. Let me just make sure. Okay, so does some damage, but not everything that it could, it doesn't seem. Alright. That is 6, 7, 8. Alright, and then it would take 4, let's see, 2 of those. Each of its turn, and actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do that anyways. Oh, that didn't help. So close. So close. You know, I can't even. Well, maybe let's see. Maybe with our guardian and our spiritual weapon, we might be able to get it done. I just want this thing gone too.
This whole thing's deal is the safety dance song. It's like, if you don't dance, you're no friend of mine. So it's just
all right. So okay, that's going to hit. And yeah, that's this. This is Larek's spiritual weapon that he brought out. 1d8. Oh, well, that just flew away from me.
Oh no.
All right, so 3. All right, come on, Guardian Force, you got this. So the Guardian, the huge Guardian that's there, standing there with the shield and the sword will kind of move towards it, and oh, well, that's, oh man, and it whiffs.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm serious. Y'all have like literally 2 people hitting it, and it will be done. So Zephyr, what do you want to do?
Oh my gosh. Zephyr's going to use Ray of Frost.
Okay,
It's a dirty 20,
that hits.
6 cold damage.
It's the most like
It
depressing
unfortunately
sounding.
does not take any damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's immune.
It
to
doesn't
frost.
take damage.
No.
Immune to cold. Of course.
So you see the frost kind of go towards
Silly
it and
me.
land on it, Zephyr, but it's curious. It just kind of doesn't affect
It
you at
actually
all.
heals it back to full.
Yeah, wow. Anything else for your turn?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, so it is Ranerius.
Is Teagan still next to it?
No, but Mags is.
Mags is though.
Okay, never mind.
Oh God.
Firebolt.
Okay.
Boop-a-doop-doo, firebolt, pew, 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 pew. That's an 18. Roll my damage, pew, pew, pew. It's 10
Got a
damage.
hit on your hands.
What did you roll?
10 damage. Fire
Oh,
damage.
10 fire damage. Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
wait.
How do you want to do this, Ranerius?
Oh yeah.
Now we're
I-
level 8. Yay! Except Pyxrin.
I want to make my firebolt do some loops like it's dancing before it hits the guy.
Okay, so you see these firebolts kind of loop up in front of the spectral form. The spectral form kind of like looking at it and just watching them, and the firelight, the light kind of like bouncing off of the air that it's kind of transformed into, before hitting it and killing it. Just kind of poofs out.
Oof.
All right.
I would have totally died, guys, if you didn't wake up.
Man, I tell you, banishment was a good call.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Got us
Good job.
out of the reset.
I-
out of
Good
the area.
job.
Arcane Archer did an Arcane
And
Archer thing.
there were
Yeah.
so many of you. You know, it didn't really even get a chance to even like attack that much. But as you saw with the attack with Teagan, if it would have
Packed a
gotten more
punch.
chances, it would have.
Yeah.
Hit
What was
harder.
that? What did he hit me with?
If
You don't mind me asking. You don't have to tell me.
Death.
it was. Actually, I've. What was one of its just actions? Yeah,
Okay.
just a
No
drain.
problems.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't have saved on the Constitution saving throw, your hit point maximum would have been reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. This reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. The target dies if this effect reduces its hit points maximum to 0.
Holy
Oh
crap.
my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I barely would have had. It was what, 27?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, my max was 61. That was at full health, so it would have been real close.
Been real close. Real close. Then also had a deathly projection where it
Oh
would
my
put
God.
4 deathly projections of itself and
No.
becomes ethereal.
So yeah,
So
could
we
have-
almost
was
got Forsaken
this?
Year 2 Pyxrin solo
Oh.
run.
See? My sorry ass is like running away. Like, oh yeah, it's banished. We got an advantage. So
This
let's
is one of those times.
run
in the
away.
First episode a year ago, she said, "Sometimes you're gonna face things you should probably not fight." we just happen to
I
have
mean-
7 people on our side.
Yeah. I thought, I was afraid if I didn't bring John and Larek into the fight because I wasn't sure about the whole dancing thing. I was like, oh shoot, there's 3 people out of this fight.
Yep.
All right. So,
Just let it happen.
Oh no.
Did it drop anything? Is there a body?
Get some
or
fat
just
loots.
Disappears.
oh yeah, no, it just disappeared. Yeah, sorry about, I apologize to chat for like the cams messing up about several times. I'm out of it. I'm sleepy.
I hear you.
Now all the nameplates are mixed up because Joe's camera stopped at some point. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so let's go
It's
back
late,
to
it's
our
good.
RP. Wow, I'm just like messing up all over the place tonight. Welcome to the Forsaken. So, if y'all aren't aware, you've been watching The Forsaken every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. This is our 1-year anniversary. What a way to go out. Going extra long tonight to finish off a battle. Yeah, so we'll start up next week with the group kind of like probably wondering what just happened. And
We're going to bed.
yeah, and then possibly like
Good job, everybody.
looking over at Pyxrin and being like, what? Why?
The F.
What are you doing? So
Pyxrin's
yeah.
still trying to saddle her grumpy horse that doesn't want to deal with her.
Thank you, chat, for dealing with the crazy camera. See, they're still messed up here. That's fine. But yeah,
You're
Dreadstar, I will be in communication with you regarding your dice win. Congratulations once again. We have a lot of D&D stuff here on this channel. I will throw the schedule on the screen, but pretty much probably everyone here is aware of all of the cool stuff we have happening. One really exciting thing this week is on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a special one-shot that's going to be DM'd by Rob, who played in Kier's Lament for a bit. So he's going to be DMing a one-shot on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Some very familiar faces will be in it. I know for sure Victoria, Tasha, Sam from Friday nights, who plays Aaron is going to be in it, as well as a few other people. So, super excited to see it. But otherwise, all of our regularly scheduled programming should be happening this week. Yeah, and then also we have a Patreon, so if you're looking for ways to support the channel, great way to do so. Alright, I'm not even going to bother, rating over to anyone right now. So, it's been great. Thank you all. Thank you, players, for a year playing. I can't believe that we spent this entire session in this one place. Y'all,
Yeah.
we just in
We
this
haven't
one
moved
around
6
the
feet.
campfire.
Right.
Sounds about like
It's been
us.
a year, Steph. You haven't predicted us
Yeah,
yet?
I mean, this is if there's anything typical of us.
That's our
This
skill.
was it.
Hey,
In terms
Um,
of typical.
if
I
we did it
mean,
our way, we would have been talking to the ghost the entire session.
the
Oh
whole
my
time.
god.
But you know what's
Yeah,
great
that would
is
have been so good.
Oh my
as a
gosh.
DM, you've learned so many different things.
I know.
over this past year, so it's kind of great.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a fun
And
journey.
we haven't even got a side quest
Yeah,
yet.
this is my
Yeah, I
first.
know, right?
Yeah, my first DM. My
We're
first
gonna
time
get there,
DMing, so,
and
Yay!
yeah. Yeah.
Callum
Alright.
Crinthor's body is going to be
Oh, man.
just a husk.
We're just not going to talk about it. Anyways, y'all are
bunch of
great.
spider
Thank
eggs
you
laying
again.
in it
Good
from
night.
birds.
Take care of yourself. Stay
Who
safe.
else
We'll
are we
see
gonna
you
get to
for
too late?
Kier's Lament and Dungeon Craft tomorrow. So, adios. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So long.